bad. Maybe we're getting the hang of it.
Good morning. I was really looking. This is like I was really looking forward to today.
Were you?
I was.
Me too. Of course, me too. Mom said she's going to be watching on her phone in the garden shop. I said,
Oh
don't
my God.
even.
She totally
Don't
will.
even.
She
Jerry,
totally will.
put the phone away. Get back to the flowers, right?
Okay, should we talk about episode 3 of I Thought I Was a Hairdresser?
Actually, when you came in, I was going to tell you how much I like your hair.
Okay, so, I mean, short hair is pretty forgiving.
No, I find that the
No,
opposite.
but I feel like yours doesn't fall into my category.
But I used to have short hair, and I feel like if you got a bad short haircut, that it's not for, like, you have no other option. It's just bad.
Okay, now that you say it like that, totally. But I mean, I didn't hate it, but you know what happened?
Jodi, it's cute.
It's just a little
Tell
short.
me what you were thinking and where you went with it.
I was thinking I was a fully licensed hairdresser.
I know you think that. I've heard you say, I could cut hair.
But you know what? It's not terrible, but it's just what I thought. It's funny. What I thought was a very small trim turned out to feel like a lot more than
Well,
that.
it looks really cute, but who knew going to hair school was almost necessary for cutting hair?
Who knew?
Who knew?
Okay, you guys, good morning. You know what's funny? Let's introduce ourselves.
Oh, Jodi, sure.
Right? Because people are there are some new watchers. My name is Jodi.
I'm Tracie, and we are sisters, and we live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Yeah, we're the grocery girls, and
that is a reference to our family business.
Yeah.
The grocery store.
Yeah.
Forever, almost 60 years our parents have been having our grocery, our local supermarket. It's amazing. We love it.
Yeah.
The day job.
And we're just here talking about making and everyday life of middle-aged women.
It's yarn / menopause / reality TV.
Yes.
I don't even know who you are. You were never that person that would be like, not formal, but like insist. I don't even know who you are today.
It's funny that you say that because recently somebody said something and it's like, you're right, we never say our name. It's only
true.
because somebody said something.
It's totally true. I don't know why we stopped doing it. We just assume the same peeps come back every week and we don't need to introduce ourselves, but we should. You are 100% right.
Like we just dive right in, which
Right.
is great.
Yeah.
We're getting to the nitty gritty, but
Yeah, we're diving.
my
Deep
other
dive.
option was to wear my pom-poms.
That's always a good
I
option.
did my homework, FYI.
Jodi.
Thank you.
Okay, that's a good option for these little babies. You can put them on a barrette and stick them in your hair.
Yes.
You could tie them onto a little clip.
Yes, so I did bring them so I can show, because not everyone thinks, if they have a young child. Anyway, we'll talk about mini pom-pom.
Yeah.
How's your 2 weeks been?
Good. Busy. So, garden shop. We have a garden center at our IGA every May. It opens just before Mother's Day, which is a fabulous time. People come in and get hanging baskets and planters and stuff like that. It gets busy. It gets
So beautiful out there.
busy. It's gorgeous. The plants are amazing. We get them from a local grower here. They're just outside of Edmonton in Sherwood Park. They're called Wallish. They're another family business. We're incredibly lucky that they grow for us. So we're super lucky. But it's a crazy time. People here go nuts when the weather breaks. Our winter is so long. We get very excited to plant and grow things. So people go nuts the minute they see the plants, even though the snow is forecast tomorrow. They want to come in and buy their geraniums.
And don't you find now this coming weekend is kind of the weekend it starts to get busy? Was it too early yet?
It hasn't been crazy busy to start because Mother's Day was quite a bit, like it's right at the beginning of May, just because how it felt. So the first week or so, it hasn't been super crazy busy, but it's been cold to work out there. The other day I had on a cowl, a sweater, full gloves, and wool socks, and a puffer coat.
Really?
I know, it was crazy. And people are still coming in.
There's been flurries in the air yesterday.
We were this close to closing it that day, actually. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I think, like, today is going to be gorgeous. I think our weather is turning.
Yes.
And here in Alberta, we can never turn our nose up to moisture. So if we're getting more snow and more rain, it's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Here in Alberta. But I have a garage full of plants.
Do you already?
I've got flats of like my impatiens and stuff, and they go inside at night, and I pull them out in
that's so funny.
the morning. That is how Alberta gardeners do it until they're ready to plant.
I find if I've done that before, and then I end up killing them.
Listen, at some point I just kind of don't care sometimes.
Yeah.
But not yet. That is not yet.
No, it's early. That's so
I got
fun.
a beautiful begonia basket for Mother's Day. Gorgeous.
Nice.
Hot coral hanging. And those lavender things that we're selling.
Yes.
It is amazing. We have great stuff.
Okay.
But it is physical labor.
Oh. I texted you last night at 10 something. Not 10:30. And then you texted this morning. Sorry, I was sleeping.
Oh, I know. For sure.
I didn't even think about that.
That's okay. Do you have I put my thing on do not disturb at night so I don't get.
I don't, but I don't have my sound on, so like my phone ends up staying in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
For no reason, and then my iPad has got no sound on.
That's probably No, my iPad. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I think when you anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's awesome. I love it. I'm looking forward to the actual planting part. We still have like brown grass and stuff here.
It's pretty crusty.
It's kind of gross.
I drove out to Robin of Rose Hill Yarn, Robin and Dave, live on this beautiful farm just outside of Kalmar, which is about 45 minutes away for us. So Jordan and I went on a little drive yesterday to pick up something, and boy, was it starting to get really green out there.
Is it?
It was
good.
It was really, it kind of gave you like put you in a good mood knowing like spring is here, flowers are coming.
These sunny days do that to me too. And we used to drive that way. Jeff's parents used to live out at Pigeon Lake. So we would drive that way all the time.
Yeah.
And it's such a nice drive, right? You go through little small towns and valleys and fields. And it's a very nice drive. We're so lucky.
I went through Devon. Jordan wanted to see the downtown of Devon.
Oh, don't
I said,
blink.
don't blink. She actually said, where is Devon Days set up? So I just showed her and where the old IGA was.
Yeah.
You know,
lots of great memories.
Because Devon's like a 20, 25 minute drive into the city, like the west end of the city, I never minded the commute.
Right.
I could totally live in a town.
Yeah.
20 minutes from a big city.
Right. And I mean, you were commuting the opposite way. Most people in Devon commute into the city. You were going the other way.
So it was never an issue with traffic.
It's a good one.
And I'm sure Jeff lived or worked in Devon for 20
He didn't mind the commute.
But like small town living, like where people
it is a little bit different. Like when you go move around, right? Like from in the city to small town. We've had people not want to come take a job at our place because they don't want to drive into the city every day. So it is different having a small community. There's some amazing acreages out that way.
It renewed, like I've talked about this for years, it renewed my excitement for having an acreage.
Well, even if it's make a time to go look.
Even if it's a subdivision where you have like a half acre, like whatever, right?
Right. You need more than that. You need more than a half acre.
Probably an acre or something. I don't know.
Something a little. I think you can
anyway,
get.
We had fun.
It is a good thing. That's a fun road trip.
It was a fun road trip, and I'll talk about it a little bit more later when we talk about it. But
we actually have some really fun extra things today. We've got 2 giveaways. We've got something really fun that's launching very soon, like next week, and we get to share that with all the indie designers like us, like self-publishing people. This is so perfect for us to chat about because I feel like it's exactly for people like us.
It's funny.
Or people wanting to get into design.
Yes.
Right? So it's going to be really fun.
We have an action-packed...
and we'll knit too. We'll share knitting too.
I do have a little bit of knit. I have been knitting.
Jodi.
You know what? I even pulled something old, but I have to see before I show it. And this is people who've been with us since way back. Because I just washed them. They came up for some reason in my basket, so I saw them. I have to see if they're in her shop, if she still does these.
Is that
Yarn Enabler?
Is that all one skein?
It's a mini set.
Yeah, it's a mini set. Okay, I actually,
this is
funny you say that because I saw something not long ago about her yarn.
Okay.
Because it was pencil and
paper. She does paper as well. Yeah. And I just thought, it dawned on me, what if people actually, I mean, that's so generous if you do like end of the year teacher
Totally, Jodi.
Socks. But you know what? Okay, I'm going to just show it.
Okay, sure. Look. So it looks like her website is about to launch. So sign up for her newsletter.
Okay.
Yep. It says, but I'm not sure if she's still on Etsy or not. But we'll link her stuff in our show notes so people can watch. Yeah, and go ask her if you want on Instagram. Yeah. I should ask her right now.
Yeah, you should. When she launching? So Amanda, who is Yarn Enabler, she's Toronto area dyer.
There she is. Hi, Amanda.
Her energy is like second to none.
One of the first indie dyers we've ever bought from.
Yeah. So she does these kits where this is a full skein of yarn, and then you get the minis. Actually, I think this might be attached.
There's a kit right there.
Yeah.
And it says here, and this was a long time ago. Forget it. I was gonna say, she does wholesale. That picture I showed you was going to a Canadian yarn shop.
Okay. So this is one kit. And I don't know if it comes with a pattern, but there is a pattern available. There's a few patterns available. This is an HB sock.
So she I did think wrote up a sock to go with it. Yeah. Really cute.
How amazing is this? But I was actually thinking, even if you left this off and just did some version of it with like a fingerless glove or something,
it would be an adorable gift for a teacher.
Right? I mean,
and now we know, like, you can knit hats with a sock set.
Yes.
You could knit a hat with a sock set.
Wouldn't that be cute?
So cute, right?
So you guys, this is a testament because I wash and dry all my socks.
That's the kit right there.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
So I just thought I'd bring
Blast
these.
from the past, and yet maybe not so past.
Right.
Maybe it's very current.
So Yarn Enabler, she's amazing. She does, I just thought this was so incredibly
creative. So there's
creative.
the minis, right?
Yeah.
The toe and the cuff minis. Awesome.
So maybe it's like 10 grams of each.
Maybe.
I don't know what it's done. It's amazing.
It's a super fun kit. I mean, you could even, if you knew your teacher was a knitter, just buy her the yarn.
Yes.
If you can get your hands on it, right?
Yeah.
Jodi, that's really cute. Okay, so is there something else that you maybe finished this week?
What, this old thing?
I can't even believe.
I want to say good morning to Star. Hello, thank you.
Good morning.
We love you. Thank you.
We didn't say good morning to anybody yet.
Let's do that.
It's like way professional. We're like,
okay, let's go back to the beginning. I feel like now we're all, I think I threw us off when I said,
you totally threw us off.
Let's introduce ourselves.
No, it's lovely to see people's comments, and it's so nice when you guys get to join us live.
Mm-hmm.
But we know how many people are at work. So hey to all the folks that come later.
Hey to people who are hiding in their supply cupboard at work.
Hey to the people in the garden shop that should be working and they're watching their phone.
Hi, Dublin, Newfoundland. We were almost to you when we came to Montreal, weren't we?
Well, we were getting there.
Yeah.
I loved it out east. We'll have to go back again soon.
Okay, that's what something else I should have said. I should have write this stuff down in my notes. Maryland Sheep and Wool happened.
I know. Oh, that was a big weekend. There was a little bit of FOMO over here for that because the Magpie shop opened that
Congratulations.
same weekend.
You guys,
it looks incredible.
Their shop looked incredible.
And then it was the weekend of Maryland Sheep and Wool, so you could go hug a sheep.
Mm-hmm.
It looked rainy and like a bit miserable, but I would go and have a blast.
Yes. Okay, so if ever you don't do garden shop, if ever you get fired.
If ever I don't know. I mean, I think it depends how it falls. If Mother's Day was a little bit later.
Could you slap a customer?
Maybe is it always Mother's Day? Was that Mother's Day weekend that it was on?
It was, but Mother's Day weekend could change. Like
Mother's Day is the second Sunday in May. Here.
And I think the way it just fell, because the first of Sunday was actually the first of the month.
Right.
So maybe it's just the first weekend in May. Anyway, it looked amazing. I would definitely go to that.
Oh, totally. Are you kidding? Yes, I would go to everything.
That looked amazing.
If I could teleport myself, I would be at every single event.
Would you really?
Well, I really enjoy, I like going places, there's whole atmosphere in there and supporting the whole industry that we love so much.
No, I don't like talking to people. Just kidding. Kind of. No, I do. It's fun. You're right. It gives you that bit of energy when you're around the people who are passionate like you are about.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
But is it draining? Yes, it's draining.
Yeah.
But it's also super, super fun.
Yeah.
So Sarah's and Camrose just down the road. Hey,
Hi.
Sarah.
Did you go get your nail polish changed?
No. I just had to scrub all the dirt out of it for this
it looks
morning.
different. It's pretty.
It is, yeah.
Is that the one you just bought?
Yeah. I should give it to you.
Love it.
I'll give it to you because I also have that other one of yours in my purse.
Oh,
I said to Jordan, you might want to use it, so we'll just pass it around. I'm never going to use the whole thing.
I know, but still.
It's kind of like a sparkle nude.
We should actually start a drawer.
We totally should.
At Lisa's desk of all the new ones so we can share them. Because remember I got that new sparkle?
Oh, Jodi, your nails look so cute. I'm already looking forward to post garden shop nails.
And
It'll be a while.
pedicures?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maryland Sheep and Wool. Excellent time. I feel like people must have had a ball.
Yeah. Just those in-person things everyone's so excited they're actually doing again.
Yeah. And
yeah, it was fun.
All right.
Okay.
Good morning from South Africa. What? No, she says hi. I bet what time is it there?
Next week, it's the weekend before for Maryland Sheep and Wool. So it must...
Oh, see, I could go then. We don't open until like the Wednesday or Thursday before Mother's Day, and if Maryland Sheep and Wool is the weekend before, then I could go.
I feel like... Oh, can't keep your nails nice. You know what? This is the all UV nail polish gel that you cure in the light. You guys, I'm the hardest on my nails.
Yeah.
It does not budge.
Yeah. I don't like fussing with my nails, so I get that. Like if I did a regular manicure, it chips right away, and then I don't like the high maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah from, where did she just say she was? Winnipeg, maybe?
Oh, nice. Okay, Jodi, share with us your new sweater.
Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Puerto Vallarta.
Oh,
wrong one. Oh, hi.
Does she live there?
God, no, you must be on holiday, right? Lucky.
That's so
I was thinking not long ago, I'm ready to put my toes in the ocean somewhere. I'm ready for a little bit of a beach holiday.
Yeah.
Little bit. Oh, good morning from Helsinki. That's exciting. This is crazy. I could read that all morning. I can't believe you guys are joining us. So hello. Good. I'm so glad you're on vacation. Portugal. Love Portugal.
Okay, you guys, just a second. Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills started last night. It's going to be the best season. Just because...
Do I have to know the backstory for it to be the best season?
I mean, they're pretty good at kind of giving you context, but I feel like it's just not the season to jump in. Not to say you can't.
Okay.
You may not be up to date on everything. It just seems juicy.
Okay.
Just seems juicy. Really, really juicy.
I love it. I love juicy.
Yeah.
This season's going to be interesting. Tiffany. Look at that. All your people are like, yes.
Yeah, I just love it.
Yes, yes, yes.
It was so good.
Okay. You got peeps that are like, yes, Jodi, it's going to be amazing.
Someone just came back from Hawaii. From
Waikiki. Oh, that's fun.
Dark, rainy, gloomy Victoria.
I'm okay with dark, rainy, gloomy too. I like to stay home at night.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, Dorit being out after the robbery was weird. Just for the show, I guess. Anyway, we won't, because no one's like, who's Dorit?
Auntie Linda is in Shetland. Good morning, Auntie Linda. Good afternoon.
Hi. Are you on holiday or you live there?
Oh my gosh. Go outside and hug a sheep from us, because that would be amazing.
Northern California during a meeting.
Wow.
Oh, that's so funny.
I do love that.
Yes, we're going to Rhinebeck.
We are.
We are committed. When is that thing going to be announced? I'm
very
bursting.
soon. Do you ever read the email?
I didn't see any.
There was one yesterday. Okay. It's okay. It just came.
Okay. Are we ever going to Dubai?
No.
No. And not because we don't want to.
I shouldn't say it so quickly like that, but I don't have any plans at the moment.
The Apple TV, when it goes to sleep, it does the screenshots we have of the pictures. We had there was several of Dubai the other day. It couldn't look more beautiful.
Oh, I know. I mean, and I do love travel. I don't know why I said no. I also imagine it to be like an oven, and I get I don't do well in that kind of temperature, but the pictures are stunning. I would love to see it. So maybe I'll have to see if I can go.
James, my mailman, went this past year.
Did he?
He went in December for 3 weeks.
Wow.
He said it was the most incredible holiday he's ever had.
Okay, so there you go. I shouldn't...
The people, they've adopted now a 4-day work week.
Oh, nice.
Monday to Thursday. And maybe not everywhere, but
We've
this is
done
just...
that for a long time.
And it's not 10-hour days to make up your 40 hours. They're so family or it's
I love that.
Anyway, he said it was incredible.
And you get a lot of more work-life balance too in Europe too when you go. Those people, the culture is way different.
You can't get that here in Canada or the U.S. Like, how do you get a work-life balance working?
It's
right?
It's the whole North American work it's crazy.
Listen, if someone said
it's
to me,
way out of whack.
if all my family said we're moving to Europe, when are we leaving?
All
is
of
my
us?
response. Yes. Yeah. Honest to God.
I know.
When are we leaving?
Yeah. Okay, well, we should bring it up. Sunday dinner. Who's in?
Totally.
Let's go buy a windmill in the Netherlands and
Tracie,
move.
I'd even ride a damn bike.
Let's get a tulip farm.
Okay,
we're done today. We gotta go. We gotta go find a tulip farm.
I'm not kidding. If somebody said, we're moving on this adventure, are you in?
Well.
Yes, I'm
okay,
in.
well, we're both in. So we've got 2 votes already.
You know Jeff.
I know Jeff and Georgia would be in.
Shane, yes.
Okay, so we gotta go talk to Mom and Dad.
Oh my God. That's so fun.
There you go. There's our fantasy for the day.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into some knitting.
This old thing.
Jodi. I can't even. I can't even with
you
your
guys,
sweater.
What did I knit?
You knit the Lento by Yona Haitala, and it was a pattern in Laine magazine, but I think you can get it on its own.
I bought this on its own.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And there's 2 versions. There's a cropped version and there's a little bit longer version. I think. Obviously, if there wasn't. I can't remember if the version was cropped. I just knit mine to the right length, right?
Okay.
I pretty much followed the pattern exactly. I knit mine out of
Sonder yarn.
Sonder yarn, but what was the base? Was it Grace?
Yes, you did. The
Grace.
fingering was Grace.
It's a single base, single ply. It's so beautiful.
Fingering weight.
And I held it with the Surrey alpaca.
Yeah.
And
Haze.
it's amazing. Leafy was my color.
Yeah. Jodi, it's stunning.
Useless Farm. I think I already followed.
She's really cute.
Okay, so what I did was I cast on with a mini I had from a sock set. Good news. It's now a color in their lineup. It's called Limoncello.
Yeah. So somebody could probably buy a whole skein in whatever base they want.
This was fingering held double. There's no mohair in these green stripes, but it matched pretty darn close to the gauge. And really, if you're just casting on here, it's not a big deal.
You know.
Right?
And it's one of those, this is one of those fuzzy sweaters, right? Because you've got the Surrey alpaca.
Yeah.
And it's at a loose gauge, so it's really drapey. You knit it on a big needle, right?
Yeah, 6.5 millimeter. What I did was, I did split the hem.
I love it.
That's not in the pattern, but I did split the hem and did like 3 inches and then like 2 inches in the front. Just very
You look so amazing in this
square
sweater.
and boxy, you guys.
And it knit really fast, didn't it?
What, on 6.5?
Yeah.
It was a joy. The pattern was an absolutely beautiful pattern to knit. This is a very good first sweater pattern.
That is such a good tip.
Because there's not a lot of tricky things to this sweater. It's very easy increases here, these raglan.
Right.
And it's a very basic shape.
Yeah.
But the pattern is written so beautifully.
Is it?
So clear.
Now, the pattern does have a folded neckband, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's ribbed and then you fold it to the inside?
I chose not to do that. I just kind of thought I might not like the extra fold.
And if it's a pattern you love, maybe you'll knit one like that another time.
Yeah. This is called the Lento, Lento.
That's the pattern.
So all I did here was when it said cast on, let's say 80 stitches, I cast this on, and then you don't start knitting in the round the first round because you're changing. So then I used my pink and then knit the first round.
Is that in the pattern?
No.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because you cast on with this thing. Normally after you're cast on, you join to knit in the round.
Right.
But for this, because I cast this on, I've done both. I've done like an extra stitch that you pass over that you can join it. But I find just so there's not so much of a jog, there's not a jog, I cast on with this, and then the first round I knit with my pink color, my, starting the ribbing.
Right.
The first round was not joined, the second round you joined in the round.
Right. That's why it's always such a good idea to leave a nice tail. Yeah. Because you can fix a jog, even if it doesn't look great at the beginning of your knitting. And that used to really freak me out. I remember being a new knitter and learning how to knit in the round and thinking how bad it looked on that first or second round thinking, well, look what I did. It's a disaster. What am I going to do with it? It's so ugly.
Totally.
And the tail, you know, and you can learn how to you basically make another stitch over that gap.
Yes.
So don't freak out if you have ugly joins.
Normally that's what I do. Normally I don't care enough, but I just thought, I'm going to try it this way.
I've done that too,
I also have another tip.
Okay.
So for me, when I bind off, I'm binding off in pattern, which means I'm binding off one knit and then one purl, one knit, one purl. I find it looks a little nicer when you're doing ribbing.
It does.
But this time I don't like when the knit stitches lean out when you're binding off, like kind of show their face forward. Does that make sense to you? So what I did was after I'm finished, right before I'm going to bind off my sleeve, I start binding off on the wrong side the other way.
Oh, you turn around and go back?
I turn around and go back, which makes there's zero jog.
Oh, I've never done that, Joe.
And because I find
So are you binding off in purl then?
No, same thing. Because
you're on the wrong side and you're doing knit. Oh, you do start doing in pattern.
Purl and knit, or knit then purl, knit then purl.
Right.
And it turns, because I find when you...
Let me see. The others... Yeah, right? I don't know. Yeah, that looks amazing, whatever
because
you
sometimes
did.
when I bind off, the V's on the bind off face kind of so you can see them.
Jodi, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I bind off on the opposite side, and it does it so the V's are pointing in so you don't see them. I feel like you see it's a nicer finish.
Yeah.
And B, you eliminate a jog.
I didn't know that. Oh my God. You just, that's what I've learned today. Yes.
You eliminate the jog, which like you said, isn't a big deal because you have your tail.
Yeah, yeah.
But like you...
But the way the stitches are oriented is different.
But then when you bind off, it's like, oh my
I'm gonna
God,
try
it like exactly matches.
I'm going to totally try that. I can't wait. I hope I remember.
I can't believe I remembered to talk about that.
Look at that! No, that's why I feel like when we cast on a pattern, we're so familiar with it, and then when we talk about it, we forget about little things like this. Yeah. Just like you just made a split decision to not do the folded hem, and somebody's going to look at your sweater and then go to the pattern and go, well, that doesn't look like the like, you know, so now you're just saying, I just didn't do that. I just did ribbing for half of the amount.
Okay, Susan, I'm going to do a demo next week.
You know what? I feel like we should take some time and do some demos for things that people ask us all the time.
Yeah.
To do these, and it just takes time and editing and making a video and all of that. But I really use demonstration videos on lots of channels. So maybe one time, you know, maybe we should think about that when we've got a little more time.
Yes.
To do these kind of demos. But let's do it anyway.
Because not everyone's like verbally could follow me, only because some people are so visual.
I'm way more visual, right? And it's nice to have it at home where you can watch it as many times as you need.
And guess what I'll do? Really bulky yarn.
Perfect.
Just so I can show everybody.
Yeah. Perfect. That's
okay. I'm gonna do one where it's the bind off on the right way and show you where it joins. Like
I'm just gonna call you Very Pink Knits.
Look, do you want to know my nail polish? She always says her nail polish color.
I've watched a million of hers, and I've linked her videos in my patterns as an example of
every pattern.
Here's a great version of this technique. And I have to say, we can talk about that more when we talk about this new series coming out, but I really appreciate patterns that have a video link.
I do too. I didn't actually do it, I think, until I saw you doing it. Like, I didn't always link it.
I think I got it because I love Hohi's patterns are always so, you don't have to go anywhere else to find a technique. She's included the link. And I just think to myself, that's perfect. So of course, so I just, Anyway, funny.
Okay, this is a really good example just to show you, Tracie. See, I bound up, that's binding off on the wrong side.
Yeah, because you can see purl bumps there. Yes, Jodi, I get it.
See?
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to change my sweater partway through when I show something.
Okay.
I'm going to...
Well, then wait till then if you want.
I'm going to show you guys.
Or go change and come back. Pause.
BRB, because I do have something to show.
BRB. It's a little... Okay. This is a quick change. We should have hair and makeup and... You should show us your new tattoo too.
Oh yeah.
It's so cute.
Max did a new one right here. It's got to have, it's having a little color to it. So it has
Is
to
it?
peel through. I couldn't finish it.
I didn't realize you were getting color.
A little bit of white.
That's exciting. Oh, white.
Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is, okay. What I didn't do here was bind off in pattern. I just forgot.
Okay.
But pretend I was binding off in pattern. This is the way my sweater looks.
Why don't you show us your sleeve? Isn't it on the sleeve? Like you did that technique in the sleeve?
Yeah, but here on the bottom, it just shows.
This will show you. This is a good example of what she means by the stitches, the knit stitches face.
Yeah. So what I didn't do by mistake was this is bound off only in knits.
Right.
That's why you're seeing only knits.
Right.
Normally, but see how this is on the wrong side. So normally if you bind off on the right side,
this
those
would
V's
be on the
are
right
showing
side.
forward.
Yeah.
And I didn't always love that.
So you did it when you were on the wrong side, and then you get the purl bump. So it's just what people's like. There's some people that are gonna love the look of those knit stitches.
Yeah.
Right?
But normally, I should have done knit purl.
This is more subtle to me.
Right?
Yeah, more
Like,
of a.
I
I
didn't
like
wanna see
that
those-
edge.
Yeah.
I like them both. I like them both, but I guess you get to, and as a knitter, you get to decide. You're knitting your own things.
See, because look how different it looks. This is
Yeah.
bound off in pattern where
Yeah.
you're seeing the knit on the knit and the purl on the
And
purl.
show us the inside.
And then the inside, see that these
All the
see
knits
all
are-
all the V's stitches for the bind off are showing on the inside.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's pretty on its own. I just would rather it on the inside for a sweater.
And I think that's one of the reasons I loved the look of a tubular bind off. And this is just in the back of my mind. I didn't even know why I preferred the look of a tubular bind off, but it's because
you don't get the
of that
V's.
obvious like line with the knit stitches. So I always just thought, oh, a tubular bind off is so clean looking, right? Like you don't get any edge, but that's why. So I mean, this could be like
Jodi's bind off. I said it first.
Jodi's surprisingly awesome bind off. I love it.
Funny.
Okay, Jodi, that was brilliant. Bloody brilliant.
Okay.
I finished something.
You did?
Yeah, I did. You want to see?
Yes. Oh, you finished. Why aren't you wearing? You bound off Tracie Millar.
Okay.
Why aren't you wearing
This garment has a long story. Not a long story. It's been in my brain for 2 years. Like it's finally finished. This is the Rocket Tee by Tanis Lavalley. So it's her version is fingering stripe and a mohair stripe. Fingering mohair. Mohair. But for me, my brain is like, mohair's not a summer thing for me. So 2 years ago, I bought this yarn, this Juniper Moon. It's called Pollock. And it's almost half and half silk and linen, fingering weight. And I bought it thinking, I'm going to knit Jodi a t-shirt for her birthday.
Is this for me?
That's what the plan was originally.
Oh,
and then I thought, oh my God, I don't know what happened. Maybe time got short, but I think that's when I knit you your Missoni, and that was worsted weight. And I was like, okay, so I ended up doing that. Fast forward to the next summer, Tanis's Rocket Tee comes out, and I think, oh my gosh, I love it.
You should have.
But I want to do it in linen.
Yes.
And I had this Shibui twig in the color ash, and it's mostly silk. There's some linen and a teeny bit of wool.
Oh my gosh.
These two are very similar in fiber content and almost the same in weight. They're very close. When you knit it together, you don't even know the difference.
Look at this little seam down the
I did. So that's not in the pattern. I just put a purl bump in the underarms.
Subtle but cute.
I think it's kind of cute.
Yeah.
And if you look at the Rocket Tee, she does yarn over increases on the raglan, all the way down the raglan. It's really cute little lacy yarn overs. I did sort of the typical knit front and back increase.
Okay.
So instead of yarn over, just knit front and back.
Yeah.
And then, so I started this last summer, Jodi. I was going to knit you your sweater and this t-shirt last summer. In like 4 weeks. I don't know who I think I was. So Jodi, yes, this is your t-shirt.
For my birthday.
It's like a year late. This is
Are
your.
you kidding?
I cast this on.
Are you saying that because I
Nope.
just said, is it mine?
It's cast on. When I cast it on, it was cast on for your color, and then the bind off is your lollipop sock yarn. So I hope, Jodi, I think it looks amazing on you.
Look at it, you guys. Look at this drape. I love it so much. Thank you.
I hope you like it. I hope you wear it.
You guys. It's like the perfect size. So
and these linen things are so easy to take care of.
Well, this is what we talk about, knits people think knits for the summer.
Yeah. Yeah. I would knit this pattern again in 2 seconds. It's a beautiful pattern.
Guys.
The pattern does tell you to do I-cord bind off everywhere, which I did in the V, and I think it's really nice.
This is perfect.
I ended up adding ribbing. The bottom and the top, and here you get a little stripe of ribbing. But Jodi, when you do the bind off, look at this bind off. It's all the V stitches sticking. Like it's a perfect example of what we were just talking about.
Okay, so but I look at this and I think that's actually a really cute element to this.
Well, and now that it's a different color, right? Like it is
exactly.
a feature. So the cast off.
Wow.
So what I did was one row after my ribbing. I did one row of knitting in the new color and then a bind off. And this is Frankie Gray Fibres in their color Lollipop. It's their sock yarn, like 80-20 sock base.
Yes, we have that actually.
These are all fingering weight, so do whatever you want. They're all washable, right? You can absolutely do all that stuff. So I was very happy to finish this. I hope you wear it. You can wear it.
I'll wear it a ton.
And it just gets better.
I wear it with my short shorts.
Oh, there you go. With your boob tube underneath.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Yay,
Thank
I'm so
you.
happy I'm finished. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, you guys, this feels so good on.
It's awesome.
Like that's a testament to linen yarn.
Mm-hmm.
You must wear it, use it, wash it to really get its full potential. Because linen yarn is crunchy.
Oh, it for sure is. And
it's
this
stiff.
So this Shibui one, these both feel very nice when you're knitting them, but they even transform more when you wash them. They're much softer when you wash them. Like not every linen yarn to me is created equal. This one's really only like 40% linen or something, and then there's got a huge silk content. So 46% linen, 42% silk, 12% wool. So, but this one feels very nice right off the skein, and it's just silk and linen.
I felt some that are like, I can't believe that's going to end up soft.
Right. And I mean, it is a different experience knitting with a yarn like this. It's not stretchy like a wool. It doesn't have the spring. But to me, these sorts of knits are product knits. I love wearing the item that you get from it. And I love wearing knitted things in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So linen, this is one of the most beautiful. I mean, I have another sweater. I'll wear it shortly in this Shibui twig, and it is phenomenal. Not all linen yarns are the same.
Yeah.
So,
but why wouldn't you save this for my birthday that's around the corner?
Because I have plans for that too. So this, I don't even know how much yarn I used. Like I bought this stuff ages ago. I don't remember. Just go with the yardage on the pattern.
Is it 2 skeins?
What do you mean? How much did I use?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Remember how much? Yeah.
No, I don't remember. Because I did buy enough to knit a t-shirt in just this. So I have leftover.
Okay.
But I love the low contrast stripes.
Yeah. Oh.
It's your color. The blue looks so good on you. Don't you love that?
Maddie's sick.
No.
It's not COVID.
That's too bad. There is a weird cold going around right now. Lots of people have like a head cold.
It's really bad.
Yeah. And
because I just like take your medication, like just take cold medication.
Yeah.
She has been, and she's not been getting any relief from it.
Well, then she needs to go to bed.
We tested twice for COVID. She doesn't have COVID, but she has to.
And it makes you feel miserable. Like then you need some rest, right?
Yes.
Anyway, I love the pattern. Somebody just said the V neck is too low for them. Do we have any tips? I've modified a V neck sweater before. It's not as much fun as it sounds like. I would say use a different pattern. There's lots of fingering weight raglan. Jessie May's got the Cozy Classic Light. There's lots of fingering weight patterns with a round crew neck that you could use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you would just put a tank underneath, right?
Right.
Yeah. So Jodi just likes to show off her boobs, so I knew that.
You just need a little more experience in knitting. It's easy to say, oh, well, you just stop the V early and then continue to make sure the depth is...
I mean, you're still increasing. So you still have to increase like you would in the V, but where, like, and it's sort of on the, now in the raglan, it's a little bit... And if I'm honest, that's the only thing that I would change about... It's not my pattern. But if I could critique it in any way, I would like the V slightly shorter too. For myself, for my taste. But we can find other patterns. But having said that, I would still knit this and wear it myself with, probably just with something underneath it. Or I think you can knit it as a cover-up. Like a bathing suit, something just to throw on whenever.
You guys, I can't tell you how good a t-shirt feels on.
Good.
For me, I think this is really pretty. Not everyone's comfortable with this.
It looks great on you.
Like, it's not even beginning to show my awesome cleavage.
Right.
So,
you gotta
it's
put
just
on
what
your
you're comfortable
good bra.
with, right? Yeah. Okay, this is a reason why I wanted to wear this sweater. And I'm going to put it back on.
Okay.
Because our friend Kelly, can you hold on?
Yeah.
Has published her first pattern.
This is amazing.
Yes.
This is incredible. Last year for Jodi's 50th birthday, Kelly knit this incredible cardigan that Jode's going to pop on again. We shared it. But as soon as Jodi put it on, we just said to Kelly, this is the most beautiful. Yeah. It's self-drafted. It was completely self-drafted.
Yeah.
She's an incredible knitter, and she's knit tons of sweaters, and so she knew ways that she prefers, and so she put everything together and made this pattern. It is now out. We can all knit an after the storm cardigan. Yeah. That's what this is called.
So there's a few things in here that are unique. Kelly is knit. She's a very avid sweater knitter. So she knows what she's like. She knows the different things she wanted to add to her pattern. Yeah. So if you can see, you guys here, she's added more depth here. So you don't have the cardigan, you know, open boob. You get the full kind of closure. If you guys see this.
Yeah.
So you're getting the drop shoulder without a giant width of fabric here. Do you know?
Right, like a batwing kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's very thoughtful details. It's a set-in sleeve. It's a set-in drop sleeve. It's a one color. It's a sport weight, you guys, so it's going to be super easy to get gauge, I think, DK or fingering, really.
Yeah.
You know, one above, one below.
Right.
But I cannot tell you how amazing. Like, it's just, look at, it's just like the coziest.
It is the perfect cardigan. I love her that she put stripes because she knows you love stripes, but I love.
It's like pink.
So she knit it in, is it Gilead? What is it? Let me look it up. Really quickly. It is the most.
We were so excited that this finally came out.
This is such a labor of love and such a beautiful pattern.
Probably like a year and a half in the works by the time she knit it for me first.
Let me tell you, and she was knitting it, and of course we were talking behind your back.
Yeah.
She ripped out almost, I can't tell you how many sweaters she knit to get exactly what she wanted. This is so beautiful. So what she used was Durarum Natura Ulisse, which is I think 100% wool. It's a beautiful wool, and it is a sport weight. The gauge is 22 stitches over 4 inches. So that's a really nice kind of middle of the road.
Yeah.
But a sport weight yarn is lovely. It's not as
such a good weight.
I actually have never knit with this yarn. It feels amazing. It looks woolen spun. Is it woolen spun?
I think it must be.
It looks like that.
It must be. I can't tell you how many times I've worn this. One for the yarn. I've never gleaned it. There's just a few little.
It doesn't even have.
You guys, the yarn is incredibly beautiful, but more so, and we're not just saying this because it's Kelly. The sweater is incredible. She has done an incredible job with this pattern, and everybody who's looking to wear a cardigan or likes to wear cardigans should have one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to knit one, Jode.
Tracie, it's so good. And of course, You can knit it one color. You can have fun with the colors on the ribbing.
Yeah.
You can have, you know, just make it your own and what you love.
You could stash bust the stripes.
Yes.
So you could absolutely and something like Rauma's Fenal is a sport weight Norwegian yarn, and it's very I think cost friendly.
Yeah.
It's a lower. I'm trying to think what else. There's sport weight yarn's kind of having a moment. There's quite a bit of it out there.
Yeah.
So
she knit one in Frankie Gray Fibres.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Oh, that's beautiful.
This is DK.
Isn't that fun? Such a different look.
And you guys, if you notice, she's just had fun with the different stripes on this one. Right?
Anyway.
Because you notice the stripes are very different. Just have fun. But it's the shape and the fit that's incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who doesn't love, I was going to say, who doesn't love a cozy cardigan? Our winter is so long and so cold here in Alberta that another layer is an awesome thing. And I find I put on a cardigan sometimes, like on the weekend over my pajamas, like when you're.
That's this.
I don't
Tracie.
need a robe. I actually don't like a robe, but I do love like a little cardigan to toss on and just be cozy. So it's stunning. Congratulations to our amazing friend. It really is such a beautiful pattern. I can't wait. So now, when's the next one? She must have ideas for.
Oh, I'm sure she does. It's amazing. Talk about. I mean, the achievement. Like I started with a damn hat.
Well, but even just the writing.
It was incredible.
As someone that, you know, like writing a pattern, you have to be so specific, and so I'm just so impressed.
This is so good, you guys. I would knit this again to have another one.
I'm gonna have to look around and see what I have to knit this, because
I would highly recommend a woolen spun.
I was gonna say 22 stitches. You could also even do like fingering and mohair.
Of course you can.
But do you know what I mean?
Yes.
If you're looking to stash bust, don't get stuck on that it's a sport weight.
No.
Right? Like you can make things.
Okay, this is what you need to do for your homework. You need to choose a pattern and a gauge swatch that's different, and let people know how you choose your size or how you choose a size.
Right. Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. It's so funny because
in a month from now, next time I'll do my demo.
I'm not a math girl at all, as in I used to have math tutors consistently. But knitting math, it doesn't seem to stump me as much. It just does not make any sense. But yeah, once you learn how to get your gauge and then manipulate it just a little bit, it's not hard. It's really not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Right? Have a little swatch, and you want this pattern, you know, the gauge is different, but here is what I do.
Yeah, I mean, I have so many sweaters that I've done that too.
Tracie.
It takes the stress out of swatching.
Yes.
You're not aiming for just that one number to match the designer's gauge.
That could be the name of your course. Let's take the stress out of swatching.
Let's just forget about, but that's why I think when you knit a swatch and take that information and knit something that fits you, it's so empowering.
Yeah.
And most people don't want to swatch because I think it's just stressful. Like it's very stressful to try and match all of that.
Yeah.
So, you're right. You're right. I'm happy to share what I do. Sure. Yeah, of course.
Love that. Okay. What else are you knitting?
I'll be honest, I have not had a lot of knitting time. All my knitting time was on your t-shirt.
Right.
I have a swatch. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh,
a brand new pattern.
I love that.
I believe it's a debut pattern.
Okay, so Jodi is an awesome yarn dyer. Her company's called Frankie Gray Fibres. And I asked her one day, I said, would you ever dye? I'm knitting I'm designing a pair of socks. And I said, would you ever dye this in for a sweater, like a DK? 2 days later, this yarn is on my counter, right? So this is Frankie Gray Fibres DK in their color Sky High. It is the palest.
I can't even tell you.
Aqua. Yeah. It is amazing. So, but you gave me the gray too, which I love. Dolphin blue.
Yes.
So here's dolphin blue. I'm totally spoiled. I said to her I'd like to order this yarn. She's like, shut up. Here's your yarn. So my knitting, my other thing that I've been knitting is I started swatching. This is the next one. But these are all Frankie Gray Fibres colors.
See, tonals for me.
It's very interesting to me how the contrast pops on different. So this is sort of what I had in my mind. I want to knit another sweatshirty thing like this. So yesterday afternoon, I wound up some yarn. This is your summer skies or something. What is this?
Yeah.
Anyway, this one's a little bit brighter aqua. I had these ones at home, and I was like, I want to make something striped. So that's what I did. I just swatched. I'm ready to cast on something new. What do you think? You also gave me.
That's a new color.
This is amazing.
That's like double striped lollipop.
Is
what that is.
Well, no wonder I love it. Like, look. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
This whole
darker
coral
version
thing. So I would love your opinion too. Like, this would be super cute, hey?
I mean, I'm obsessed with that. But also I see this and go, I mean, you cannot go wrong. Look
I'm
at
doing
this.
both at some point. So I just, the coral and the gray. I know, right? That when I did the swatch, I thought, well, that's the combination I love. I do love this on the gray too. I was trying to decide, do I want
stripes of color?
Do I want multi-color
Yes, you
stripes?
do, I think.
Do I want them to be the same width? So I could do every second one is the one I have the most yarn of, right? And then, because then you've got more yarn to play with. Anyway, I don't know, Jodi. I feel like
What's this one?
This one that
is lollipop.
Lollipop.
No.
What did you call it? Yeah, you called it lollipop?
Yeah, that is lollipop. That's it. And
okay.
we have a bunch in the shop too.
Okay. Well, I love it so much.
So good.
Yes, Jodi.
It's that pink with a hint of orange.
There's just enough pink in the orange that it just makes me. It's energetic.
Oh my god, I missed that stripe down there because it was rolled.
Yeah, I know, because I started quitting.
Okay, look, you guys.
I love that too.
Tracie.
I know.
I feel like, I don't know, you have to be comfortable with an all over with those rainbow stripes.
Well, I am very much comfortable with it. I'm just trying to decide.
I kind of feel like these orange and the purple together are ridiculous.
I know, they're all so cute, right?
For those bright colors, for me, if I'm knitting them, I don't think you can go wrong.
I don't think so either. So, and I just like, it's actually fun striping, doing a little stripey swatch. It's relaxing.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out. And I had a thicker gray stripe and then the thinner gray stripe. This is like 10 rounds and then 8 rounds. So that's what I was doing when I was swatching. Like, how wide do I want my stripes? What colors do I want to put in?
Yeah.
I think these are all really, like, when I looked at this, I thought,
for
well,
me,
I love them all.
I would just do them all.
I love them all.
And just how cute with legging, like jeans, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And this bright, this was my cozy classic raglan in Brooklyn tweed imbue. And I wear it so much that I need more stripy sweaters. And that's where this is coming from. So thank you for spoiling me with the yarn. I absolutely love it.
I'm just texting Maddie. She's stressed about, like, she has tutor tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm just podcasting now, and we'll chat after.
You're not the only one with the life, Maddie. FYI. No, but you know what? High school's final exams is a stressful time.
And it's right around the corner. Like,
yeah.
She has, like, 3 weeks of school, 3.5 weeks of school, and then they get the week off to study, and then exams start.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm super excited to cast on a new sweater. That's where I'm at with my knitting. I have not done any other knitting.
Okay.
I've done some yarn buying.
Okay. So, when I talk about Frankie Gray Fiber, I'm going to tell you my next cast on. Because I, too, am inspired by just knitting whatever color you darn well want to knit with.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And having fun with color.
Right. Plus, this really was for my gauge. It wasn't so much about color. It was because I knew I loved them.
Yeah.
I just want to, so now I'm going to measure this swatch and go to Ravelry and look for a pattern that gauge.
Yeah. What needle are you using?
This was a
4.5.
Oh my God, I didn't even do that. 4 millimeter. 4 millimeter. Yeah. And I quite like the fabric.
It's beautiful.
So I washed it. I'll measure it later.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's somewhere around 20 stitches. There's so many patterns like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
I love that.
Free Espace Tricot one. The classic is Raglan, which I love. And I think it's 20 or 21 stitches. So
Oh yeah, that's a new
right?
pattern.
It's just a super easy. I love the shape, the classic shape. What are you knitting? What else are you knitting? Show us your knitting.
Guys.
You've got some serious knitting.
What did I do with my swatch? I actually swatched. Did I? Anyway. Okay,
Jodi.
so we went to
we did
Statement Junkie.
We went on a road trip to Edmonton for the longest time had one yarn shop, which was insane.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've shared the Fiber Nook, and there was a couple that opened over the pandemic.
Yeah.
And we'd never been.
Right, we didn't venture. Well, Statement Junkie in Sherwood Park has been open since the beginning of the pandemic.
Right,
so
but we haven't gone.
No.
Which is crazy. Insanity.
Statement Junkie in Sherwood Park. It's kind of like a destination location.
Only for us, because a lot of, you know.
Let me tell you, you're going to want to get to that destination.
It's worth every minute in the car. It's a fun road trip. It
is a third of it. Sprinkled with yarn around it is these beautiful, there's 4 couches.
Yeah.
There's an espresso bar.
Yeah.
And then the rest is amazing.
Service, beautiful yarn. Other things that were not yarn, but like awesome fiber. They have bags. They have that leather mood stuff from, I think, Denmark.
It's stunning.
Giant collection of that. I really did just want to park myself on the couch and order a latte and cast something on. It was fantastic.
It's space square footage wise, it was gigantic.
Yes.
I've never been in a prettier aesthetic yarn store.
It felt like home.
Yeah.
That's maybe why. It was like the beautiful wood on the walls and the floor. Like it felt so comfortable.
I shouldn't say that. I've been in a gorgeous yarn store.
Oh, sure.
It felt, her aesthetic is amazing in that.
One of my favorite things about yarn shops is how they all have their unique
Yes.
feel and personality.
Yeah.
I love the ones that are so tiny you can barely move in them and they're, you know, cluttered to the ceiling. I love them all. But it is, you do get the feel of what everybody's sense is, right? Like they're all their own fabulousness.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful.
The ladies there were incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So personable, so chatty, so helpful. We just had the best time.
Yeah. And lots of yarn, which I also love. Like, it's so great to support all of our local yarn shops because they carry different yarns.
Exactly.
So these were yarns that I did not see at other yarn shops locally. So that was really cool to be able to get things like this that you know.
Yeah. And then we, worth absolutely mentioning, St. Albert, the Yarn Divas just opened up. Their location is incredible.
And it's huge too.
Huge.
These were both gigantic yarn stores.
Yes, you guys.
So much space.
Yes.
And totally, again, another personality. They have thrifted vintage pieces. The whole thing is like vintage cabinets and, you know, couches and tables and bookshelves and wash basins.
They too have a tea and coffee bar.
Yeah.
And lots of walking around space.
Yeah.
Tons of gorgeous yarn. So
we went with our pal and we all got in the car. We hit 2 yarn stores, had a lunch. It was the best.
Wasn't it?
Girls' day. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was a great day.
We like that.
So when are we doing that again? But yes, so this is where you got this yarn.
This is where I got this yarn. So I knew obviously of Loopy Mango. I've never purchased Loopy Mango. They had a really good selection.
Right.
Yeah. Noma Yarn, it just opened a brick and mortar.
Somebody just said another yarn shop opened.
In Edmonton. I didn't know that either. I love that. Okay, so this is Loopy Mango. This is their dream base in color Sage.
It's stunning, Jodi.
This is like a bulky, it's 100 yards, 100 meters. And 109 yards, 100 meters. It's a 50-gram ball.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So I had this. I got this for a sweater. But then I'm loving just the little pops of color. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. This is a single ply.
I was going to say, that one's different. It's so
It
pretty.
is a single ply. So this for me was $17.
Yeah.
This was a little more at $29. But this is 100 grams. Right? So this is half.
Right.
This
is not a budget-friendly sweater. No. And sometimes that's how it goes. No,
but, that's
right. And sometimes that's how it goes.
Yeah.
But you're also knitting, like, it's a chunky sweater, so you don't need as much, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at the increases there. So
what's your pattern?
I'm going to show you. It is sweater number 9.
Oh, I love it.
Sweater number 9 by
My Favorite Things Knitwear.
My Favorite Things Knitwear.
I've actually looked at their patterns a lot. I'm definitely going to have to knit one of them or two of them. Oh, that's so pretty.
See, so she's got pearls in here.
That's so pretty.
Pearls. And then, but
is she doing garter? No, this is just saying what you're doing,
yeah.
right?
It's a 3x1, 2x1, 3x1 rib, 2x1.
2x1. That's nice.
I did do it an inch shorter. I didn't want it so, like I wanted a little bit of a mock turtleneck, but just not too high. But this has been so much fun to knit.
And these are the things you can modify without changing the pattern.
Yes.
You're not going to change anything about that pattern, but your preference for the height of the turtleneck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people have, you know, much longer necks and want cozier. I'm on the opposite end of the scale. Jodi, that's so beautiful. Yeah. Are you loving knitting it?
I'm loving knitting it. I think I'll put it on hold temporarily just because it's so bulky, and I'm dying to cast on something different.
So this is Italian merino, or made in Italy merino wool. So maybe not, but what? Yeah, it's incredibly light and soft. Mm-hmm.
It's just the bounce.
Like I'm not surprised you bought it.
Do you see how it's like it's a single? It's like roving, but it's got one little twist.
It's almost like unspun. Like it's very loose, super loosely spun, and it's just got that one ply of like thread almost.
But the beautiful stitches it makes, you guys. It's beautiful. This is again a 6.5mm needle.
Nice.
I got the pattern calls for a 7mm needle, and I got gauge just shy of gauge with a 6.5mm needle.
Right.
So yes, I'm enjoying this. It's going to be really quick. Right?
Right. And that's so nice. Like a chunky sweater you can put on hold and still know you're going to have no trouble finishing it for. Okay, this fluorescent neon pink, it's called. Wow.
I love that color.
And this one's superwash. Is that one? Yeah, this is 100% superwash merino wool.
No, I don't think
this would make, like if you do see this in your yarn shop and you want to make something with one skein of it, like to try it out, this single ply stuff, like it would make the most stunning cables. Like if you wanted to knit a cabled hat or like fingerless gloves or something like that, one skein of this would make a really nice hat.
I actually got 2 skeins.
136 meters. I wonder if you could get a hat out of it.
You for sure can.
On a bigger needle.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's...
Yeah. Actually, I didn't need to. If I'm just going to cast on and bind off like I did my other sweater,
make a matching hat when you're
I'm going to make a matching hat. That was my intention.
Oh, good. Yeah, but these make stunning...
Okay, I'm going to do a cable too. You inspire... I'll just throw a cable in there.
Nice, Jodi. Anything textured. Any kind of texture, right?
You guys, like, look at this.
I know. I don't know if it's the sunny days or we're like 80s girls or what, but neon is never out of style for me. It's never out of style.
It's so mood invoking, right?
Really
like
is.
it's... Yeah.
So when we went to Statement Junkie, I wanted to buy another yarn too that I'd never worked with before. And they have they had lots of this wool addicts, but they had this one that's linen? No, what is it? It's definitely a summer yarn. It is, it's like bamboo. Okay, so it's 40% linen, 32% cotton, at 28% viscose, which is like bamboo.
Yeah.
Like it's all.
Yeah.
So not a springy yarn. It's kind of spun in a way that sort of thick and thin. Like you get some irregular stitches.
I really like that.
I like it too. Mm-hmm. They had a little sample of Jessie May's, one of Jessie May's tank. The outline tank, maybe?
Yes. That one where you drop the stitches?
Yeah. So that she has the outline T, and I thought, I'll make the outline T. It's also a super low V. So I'm not sure what I'm going to make. I did swatch for it. I'm ready to go. I'm swatched. I'm ready to knit a t-shirt. Wow. This color is called, I don't know, something peony? Light peony. So it's kind of a bright coral. I think it's going to make a really cute t-shirt.
You're going to match my cup.
Yeah. I think it's going to make a really nice... It's soft.
Look at you with your little clip.
I know. So so these little yarn overs in my swatch is the size of US size of the needle I used. Mm-hmm. So US 5. And then I've just been putting these little cardstock tags with the again, the yarn and my needle. Just,
where'd you get that little thing?
what thing?
Did you make it?
It's just a piece of cardstock that I had in my drawer. So I just cut them into little squares and then I've got a million of these little safety. So now I can throw this swatch to the side and not have to worry about starting my project right away if I don't want to, right?
Yeah.
And I would always remeasure my swatch before I cast on, but
you need to be like a professional something with knitting.
it's super anal.
It's like so good.
But I've been swatching a lot lately and I will forget. I will 100% forget what needle I use if I don't write it down somewhere.
Because you also get joy out of a new yarn and just like you've just swatched it. Like you are going to use
It's true.
it.
I've got yarn to show that that's all I want to do with it is just swatch to see what what I can make at some point. But I was like, oh,
Let's
got
see
some
what
yarn
that
at
does.
Yarn Divas that I thought, this is interesting. I've never used this before. I want to see what it does. So
You know, it's so funny the difference between you and like I was just thinking actually this week and I just thought, isn't it interesting how different but the same? Like, wouldn't it be boring if both of our favorite
Totally.
colors were the same?
Yes.
And if both of us were like
Yes.
that particular, like that good and precise, and I don't know, I just think we're such a good complement.
I do too.
You know, that's kind of...
I've always said the same thing, that we like a lot of the same things, but we are not the same people, and what each other brings complements
Right. It
what
would
the
be...
other is lacking.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like we're an awesome team that way in so many ways. And I mean, I can learn that from you. More like just wing it, right?
Sometimes. And
I thought of you a lot when I was making this sweater. Like, I did not plan anything. I just cast on and I was going to make a plain green sweater. And then I was like, I think I need stripes.
Yeah.
What color? I don't know. I think I need to add a third color. And I remember thinking, this is so Jodi. Like,
and you
she
love
didn't
it.
plan, and it was awesome.
I'm not saying throw caution to the wind, but sometimes
Yeah.
letting your guard down and not being so rigid isn't the right word, but just don't worry about it.
I feel like constricting yourself by planning everything can take some joy out of. I think every once in a while it's good to have a project, and that's what I love so much about these knit collage ones. They don't tell you how to stripe their yarn. That is up to you. You get to decide which colors, which width of stripe, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And I just think that's a really good exercise in creativity. Right? To just sometimes don't plan things. Just do it. Like, grab your scraps.
Yes.
Do something.
And I know in a lot of people's world, they must be, you know, organized and it has to go this way.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I mean, we're not saying completely do a 180, but just sometimes just have a little...
If it feels good. Like, don't stress yourself. If it's gonna be stressful, don't do it. But I totally agree, Jodi. I feel like we are both as equally passionate about all of this stuff, but everybody's a little bit different.
Yes.
Everybody's a little bit different in what they love. So
okay.
I agree with you.
So that's gonna be a tee?
This is gonna be some kind of summer tee. I really love wearing
linen
summer knits.
Well, now I get to pull out that one you knit me of like 2 of my sweaters from you now are linen.
Yeah. And that one's quite a bit heavier.
But still,
but it's
beautiful,
cool, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, but this is, I would like another t-shirt. Yeah. So I was going to look, I love the outline tee, but it has a super deep V-neck and I don't know if I want that. But, I love the drop stitches. I'll link it in our show notes because that is what I swatched for. But I bought a little bit of extra yarn, and this yarn was $22 for...
And by little bit, do you mean 4?
No, 1.
Okay,
1 extra.
Good.
Because it was a cropped pattern.
Yeah.
So 1 more would have given me plenty to make it a little bit longer. So...
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had so much yarn left over from this Lento sweater. I can knit a love note. Well, not with the alpaca.
I wonder why. And you...
If I looked really close, I bet you there was just too much yarn.
You know what?
Purchased.
You bought the yarn in like a high stress, like you were like, how many do I need? I don't know.
Actually, now that I say that, I probably grabbed an extra one of each that I didn't need.
Right.
Anyway.
We don't trust patterns, and we should. Because that number in the pattern is inflated.
Yes.
So even if you need 1,400 meters and the pattern says 1,375 or whatever... Yes. If you have 1,300 and they say 1,375 and you think, I'm going to be playing Yarn Chicken. They didn't actually use $13.75.
They probably added 15% on.
Most patterns,
Yes.
they've inflated that number for you, so you have got yarn to swatch. You know, unless the pattern says you are really close to yardage, you may want an extra skein. I feel like we should just go with what the designers say.
I agree.
And I don't do that. And I add an extra, and then it's like, you're an idiot. Now you've got extra yarn, and that's stupid too.
Okay, you guys. Okay. You guys, I just wanted to tell you, Sonder had an update this past weekend, which means they just fully restocked. There's still lots of yarn there. But like I said, they came out with that limoncello.
Mm-hmm.
And I got...
Jodi, it's amazing. That color's amazing.
Right. They have it on their halo. I got it on their Grace, which is the single ply. And then I got it on Halo, which is the mohair.
Nice.
They also had a new color.
Are you that for a sweater?
Yeah. I don't know that I'll ever knit it, but I
yes,
really wanted the yarn.
What do you mean?
I really wanted the color.
Okay, I ordered also from Sonder. I bought their new, it's a merino linen base. So it's 90% merino, 10% linen. It's got I've used a base like that before and I loved it. It's kind of, the linen doesn't take dye like the merino does, so you get these lighter flecks.
Yeah. Not
tweedy, but it is a little more rustic looking, so you get depth of texture a little bit. Anyway, I bought a really dark gray and a really hot pink, and I want to knit a striped light sweater.
Look whose pattern is on their kit page.
Oh, I know. She did a beautiful sample. Oh my gosh, doesn't it look great?
Yes!
She did such a beautiful job.
I love your cowl.
I wore my cowl the other day, you guys.
I love...
it was a good size.
It's a good size.
Like, just for, you don't even feel it, it's on. You don't have to fuss with it. And any cowl in that weight, I thought is good. Yeah. I loved it. Yeah, it does blow my mind.
So I feel like I don't have a lot of yarn that I purchased here, but there's yarn coming.
Well, okay, so that's what I bought at Statement Junkie, and then we went to Yarn Divas.
Yes.
I'll just share with you really quick what I got there. Thread and Maple, our pals, Olga and Sam,
Yes.
Thread and Maple. Look what they have, these cute little basket.
You guys.
So Yarn Divas is carrying Thread and Maple, not just their baskets, their leather.
Most things.
They had a beautiful display, but they also carried some yarns I hadn't seen, and maybe they are around here, but I hadn't noticed. This is Estelle Yarns, is quite a large company here in Canada. But I haven't used a ton of it. I knew about some of it when I worked in a yarn store. But this is Alpaca Whisper, and it's baby alpaca, super kid mohair, and mulberry silk. So basically a lace weight alpaca mohair silk.
So if mohair had a baby
and Surrey alpaca. So this is the baby of mohair and so it is lace weight. So you can substitute it.
Very fluffy.
It's and soft, like a baby's butt, soft.
So for me, feeling and looking, it leans more toward looking like the alpaca.
I guess.
So good, you guys.
So it is, and $20.
You guys.
Which is super, so it's not inexpensive because it's synthetic. It's still all natural for the people that love that. Anyway, I bought it because I thought, geez, I've never seen this before. I wanna swatch with it or something. And then Rauma has this one that's alpaca lin. It's called alpaca lin. I'm assuming is that linen? I guess the core is linen.
Yes, I thought that too.
So it's alpaca and linen and tiny bit of wool. Super fluffy. It's thicker than lace weight. It's just amazing.
God.
Like, I feel like there's got to be patterns out there that are sweaters just knit in this. This has to be sport to DK. It's very fluffy. It's amazing.
Wow, that's pretty.
Isn't it beautiful?
Wow. Are you going to swatch this on its own?
And with one of these, I think.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So I do love the Norwegian wools, but I also love the fluffies. I love this natural wool, and it's so cost effective.
Yeah.
Like you can knit amazing sweaters that will last forever at a really great price. So this is 100% wool, but it's fingering weight. 250 meters for 50 grams. So light fingering.
I
Like
was
it would
going
be
to say,
500
that looks
meters.
really
But
thin.
it doesn't look really thin. It looks like fingering to me. But anyway, really like a lot of yardage.
A lot of yardage because it's so thin.
But when you add the fluff.
Oh, it's going to be gorgeous.
Right?
Yes.
Anyway, so Yarn Divas has lots of this lovely Norwegian wool. This is their, also, this is the same? I don't know if this is the same. Can you just tell? I don't even know what I bought. Oh, this one's 225 meters for 50 grams. So another wool. Neither of which
Beautiful. That blue's beautiful.
Isn't it nice? So kind of thinking ahead to maybe another sweater or a hat or whatever. But you could make beautiful fuzzy mitts or... this is a lot of yarn.
That's a lot of yarn.
So they had amazing
A
things
cowl.
there. Yeah, totally.
Wow, yeah.
I'm just really impressed with...
color work. It'd be beautiful.
I don't...
Not with the but with... I
this
love that.
Feels so soft. I can't even, I've never...
A cute little cardigan.
Yes.
Right, to throw over a t-shirt. Like a little bit, like you're
light
just going to be
as
fuzzy.
air.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see... Anyway, I'm sure lots of people have knit with these, but they were new to me, so it was fun to go out there, and it was fun to support...
I love that.
And our two, the two yarn shops we hadn't been to.
And then I
know, we love... We love the Fiber Nook. We're always, we love LYSs. Everybody support your local yarn shop.
Yeah, and it's funny, we went Friday because we couldn't go Saturday, but the next day was local yarn shop day.
It was.
So we were supporting just a day early.
It was.
I knit a hat.
Jodi. Oh my.
This is what I redid. Instead of the bobbles, this is the turn it took, and I think this will be in my next pattern.
It's amazing.
So, this is one...
What did you call it?
I didn't call it anything yet.
Oh, okay. What did you say, turn it?
I took a left turn from my bobbles.
Okay, sorry, okay.
Yeah, I pulled that back and took a left turn.
I love this texture.
Sunday morning DK.
Wow.
Knit with, it happens to be Sonder yarn in their haze.
Their Mohair.
No, is it haze?
Halo.
Halo. Everyone's going to have leftover of this, right? So it uses very little because...
And you can buy those little 25-gram balls of Mohair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, when I get around to it, you guys, this Sunday morning DK is such a joy to knit with.
It's amazing.
Their base is so good. It's just slip stitches.
But I love the pattern, Jodi. It's so beautiful.
It's slip stitches.
You're so good at that. You really are.
I had pink too.
That's
I had
too.
I'm gonna do a second swatch, but I did write everything down, and then it just it's so fun to do decreases. Like by the time you get to the top.
Look how perfect that is! Oh my gosh, I love it, Jodi. I love it.
So I have 2 hat patterns I've yet to write, but I've got them finished.
This is your color too, by the way. You would be amazing.
I forget what this. Oh no,
I think it's called Hydrate.
I think you're probably right. It's Hydrate.
Yeah. It's so beautiful.
Isn't it a good blue?
Yeah,
like
it's a great
blue with a hint of green.
It's
tealy.
just so, and not, I feel like so many people can wear this color. It is, look at your eyes. This is literally the perfect
so
color
good.
for you.
It's such a good color.
Wow.
But you're going to need very little yarn for this, you guys. This will be a stash buster for sure. Obviously, it doesn't have to be, but it's...
Well, the yardage is really good on DK.
Yes.
As opposed to worsted, right? You get that little bit extra of yarn. So if you're knitting a medium or...
You'll get 2 hats
yeah.
out of 1 skein of yarn, for sure.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Depending on the size, right?
It's funny. I don't know. I think it might be both.
Just when you're tester, just get them to weigh their yarn they use.
Yes. Oh yeah, color work in the Rama fingering.
Totally.
Right?
Yes.
So this has got, so then this tiny bit of, you could do Surrey, right? I mean, it's a different weight though, isn't it?
Only if it's lace weight. Like if you're substituting lace weight mohair for lace weight Surrey, I feel like you could do that.
Because I've held this mohair triple.
I was just going to say, okay.
Yeah.
So you could use another DK. If you don't love mohair or fluff.
Absolutely.
You can just use another color DK.
And actually, when the testers are testing as well, I'll knit a second, probably in Frankie Gray, using 2 DK.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
So people have options.
It's such a good...
I don't know. Is it enough of a pattern?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Sometimes you think, and then people can choose. I mean, you kind of doubt.
There's always
a self
Jodi. No, that's 100%. I'll talk to you more later, but yes, 100%.
Okay. Does it look like somebody else's?
No.
Okay.
No. Like, I feel like, of course,
about.
no.
Okay.
Not that I've seen, but
Okay.
I mean, no.
Okay.
I love it.
It's pretty.
Yes.
So I got to just allow myself the time to sit down. I'm not the fastest when it comes to the formatting on the computer and stuff.
Well, it's been busy. You've been busy.
So I just have to do that.
You don't give yourself enough days off. Or
No.
even just the morning is pattern writing.
Exactly.
I'm
That's
working.
what I have to do.
It's
and
just
actually,
a different...
Yes.
Right?
Maybe tomorrow morning is pattern writing because
Right.
we're not having coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. Garden shop ruins my social life.
But we will on Saturday, maybe.
Well, yeah, I think I have the day off. If I don't have the day off, I'll let you know. But I think I do.
Okay.
And if I do, I do. And if I don't, I don't. It's no big deal.
Perfect.
I always just say to Mom, whatever, just let me know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I did get some beauties in the mail. I want to share with you. Oh my gosh. Our friend Lolly, who is Ocean Loops Studio. She opened her beautiful stitch marker shop, which is way more than stitch markers.
Yeah.
She makes incredible things. And now she's doing clubs, like of the month.
I love that.
This was, I'm pretty sure, this was the club of the month for May. It's so beautiful, this set of sparkly...
Oh,
Her stuff is extra specially
teapot?
gorgeous. Yes, it's so beautiful. That's the Progress Keeper.
Oh,
So,
okay.
or stitch marker, but
Or
it,
front and
but
back.
it is on a hinge, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And she hand paints her tags, and everything comes tied with these gorgeous ribbons. It's just so beautiful. I am so impressed. She also sells these
That's
super
so pretty.
She also sells these super cute little rubber stoppers for your needles, which I don't normally use, but I was like, oh my god, those are so cute. I'm totally
Those are
buying.
so cute.
So I bought a couple of those, and then she had this clip with this beautiful ribbon, like you just pinch it in and add things to it. So I put all of my it came with maybe this many.
I feel like you could clip that on your keychain.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. You can clip this thing wherever you want. I just thought it's a really good way to keep the pretty stitch markers all together so I don't really lose them. And to grab one, it just takes 2 seconds. And to put one back on, it just takes 2 seconds. Like, it's really easy to use.
Okay, so
I love it.
I really use just the rings.
Yeah.
The metal rings. But I love to look at these.
I do use these ones. Not huge ones, but she's got so many that are quite small for my beginning of round, and I really love. I love her hexagon.
The findings.
Stitch marker.
Yes.
Like the hexagon circle, this thing.
Love.
And so these little ones, I feel like aren't much different than the circles themselves.
I would agree
Except
with you.
for, like, they're very light.
Yes.
They're easy. They don't get caught in anything.
Yeah.
And Lolly's just got a beautiful color sense, and she's got these ones that are like little leaves with a crystal. I do love them. And her work is beautiful. She's actually going to be a vendor at the next Knit City has a virtual event coming up in beginning of June, and Lolly's a vendor.
That's exciting.
So she'll, keep an eye out for that. But her clubs were kind of new, and I just thought that's amazing.
I'm gonna order one of those for my keychains. I can't even with that.
Jodi, it's so pretty.
I love it.
And the minute it arrived, I loved it. And I'm trying to get the stitch markers off. I grabbed it and pulled it out like it was a binder ring. Like,
Did you break it?
Jeff had to fix it for me. I'm such an idiot. They push in. Like, obviously, it pushes in. But I was like the Hulk. I just opened it up, and then it was... Thank goodness he fixed it for me. So, but they just pinch in so
I
easily.
didn't even put lip gloss on.
I just thought you could put this on your bag, right? Like, you've got 5 or 6 stitch markers, clip it on your bag. You never lose a stitch marker.
Okay, Vincent Williams.
I know.
I'm so excited when I see stuff from him because he's so creative. He just seems like he's got this beautiful soul
Energy.
to him,
I
right?
love his energy.
I love his energy.
Yes. He seems like such a sweetheart.
Yeah. So he has a brand new shawl pattern. It's called Mix and Master Shawl. It's funny, I just saw his name, but I had this printed. It is a geometric masterpiece.
Don't you love it?
I love this. We all have those. I mean, this is going to be like the ultimate stash buster, but we all have those favorite one skeins or those small pieces that left over of things we've knit before, but we have some leftover yarn. I feel like this will be like one of those kind of like a story. It could be a story.
It could totally
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. And I also think too, there's lots of these blanket patterns. Vincent, I see you. Oh my gosh. I feel like there's lots of these, what do they call them? Modular. So this is like a modular pattern where you're adding on to it all the time, right? I think.
Yeah.
Is that what it's right?
Yeah.
There's lots of blanket patterns like this, but I love that this is a wearable, modular piece.
I love this.
And you can mix, like if somebody does hand spun and maybe you put some with mohair and whatever, and you can really mix and match to, you can make 100 of these and they would all be different.
Yeah.
Right? I love that idea. So you're right. I think this is going to be,
this was really
and
beautiful.
so relaxing. I feel like this would be incredibly relaxing knitting to knit.
And then every time you see it, like you glance at this square and think, oh, that was something I knit. Sort of. That's kind of the vibe I got.
Yes.
Like it's going to be so many memories can be knit into this kind of item. Which I thought it was beautiful. Congratulations,
Jodi,
Vincent.
good one.
It's beautiful.
Very good
one more I want to show. Noma has a brand new pattern. And if memory serves...
This picture knocked my socks off.
It's a brand new pattern, but I'm not sure if it's a debut pattern.
Okay.
So, but I know it's just a brand new release pattern.
Look at the
First
color.
of all, look at the queen wearing the sweater.
Oh, incredible.
It's a sport weight.
See, I love a sport weight.
Sport weight is having a bit of a moment.
It doesn't seem that much heavier than finger weight, but it is.
Yes.
To wear and to work with, right?
So, I mean, I think probably the pink also is so gorgeous.
It's just such a perfect photo. Like everything about it is so beautiful.
I love her traditional looking, kind of like Icelandic yoke. And I thought this was so
the
beautiful.
color works amazing.
Yeah.
And I think too, I love seeing an example of this. So many of us put bright color work and then we do a very neutral body on a sweater.
Yeah.
And I think we need to do the opposite at some point. Just like this example, you know, make the sweater, the whole thing kind of a color statement. I love that.
I love the little bit of extra.
I could copy everything about that
I thought it was gorgeous.
Love it.
Yeah. Beautiful pattern. Okay.
That's a really beautiful. Oh, well, we have so many fun things to talk about. When we came home from Knit City, Montreal, I mean, you can't buy everything. You can't buy everything when you get there. Some things just stick in your brain and you think, one day.
Okay.
So our friends at Leo and Roxy, our pal Jolene over there, they have a base called Natural Sock.
Yes.
And it's fingering weight.
You got a sock set in that.
I did. But I remember feeling it, and they had a sweater knit up. This is a sweater kit. So it's 4 skeins of the sock, 4 skeins, and you bought yourself a sweater kit. So, but I thought this color, this morning glory, it's like blue, periwinkle, gray, like it's all of the mix of all of those. But she's also got on the thing, you can knit Love Note up to 5XL or Cozy Classic Raglan up to 3X with. So
I love that.
She has different sizes of the sweater kit. So there's a skein with 3 and 3 or 2 and 2, depending on what size you want to make. But I thought I'm totally going to knit a sweater out of this.
The color's incredible.
It's beautiful, right? So I did. I bought that. I think
After
it was
you got
on
home?
LYS Day.
God,
I think it was like.
So good.
It feels amazing. That sweater was a really nice sweater sample that they had at their booth.
Yeah. The thing with samples is, you guys, you actually, you see what the yarn does.
Yeah.
And then you get inspiration. Sample colors sell.
They do. And even just the feel of the sweater, it wasn't super heavy.
Yeah.
I do love a fuzzy sweater. They're some of my favorite. And I had it in my head, I need to make more fuzzy sweaters. So when I saw this color, I was like, oh, geez. Jeez,
Okay.
Jolene.
Okay.
I feel like I was targeted. but that's okay. I like it.
That's so good. They have other colors in that?
They did. There was a beautiful pink. Like there's speckle kits, which is what you got.
Oh, I love
And
it.
there were some solids. There was like a kind of a rosy color and this color and I think a gray, which is what their sweater sample was. Which is why it's so awesome when you go to a yarn shop and they have samples.
Yeah.
Right? We can picture ourselves in it or making it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are pretty socks.
Yeah, I got a few patterns. This caught my eye. This is Grapevine Socks by Melinda Mesor. Grapevine Socks.
They're really cute. I love the yarn too. It's gorgeous.
I thought they were really cute.
I love a good texture. I love a textured sock. Look how pretty this is.
On the
right before the short row heel, they've done a texture band.
I actually think
that's cool.
It mirrors the front arrows mirror the back.
Yeah, that's really
Isn't
cool.
that pretty?
Yes, beautiful.
So pretty.
Love it.
Okay. I did have one more thing of knitting to show, so we can talk about this at the same time.
Well, we have fun things.
Okay, well let's
to talk
about this.
So
at
all
the
of
end
it
with Grocery Girls.
No, but if you have knitting, share it. Oh,
I'll
that
show
is
at
the
same
knitting.
time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about our. So Megan Nodecker is a Canadian designer who we've followed for a long time, and we've shared her patterns and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But she recently came out, so it's fun. Pip and Pin is a two-sister company. Megan is the designer.
What is Pip? What is Pin?
And so it's the sisters that do all the graphic. They do graphic design, Katie, and it's pretty awesome. But their recent release is a video-based workshop. This is really cool. This is a treasure trove. If you ever were interested in designing, it's a video-based idea to pattern workshop, an 8-week course where she does everything from pattern grading and design and like how do you know how much yarn you're going to use in something? What are all the details that they...
There's different, it's set up by weeks. And let me just tell you, just week by week so you can kind of get an idea. First week will be sketching. You gotta cut. You have a. You need
Megan's here.
Oh,
hi, Megan.
You have to have a plan. It all begins with an idea. So week 1 is the sketch.
Okay.
Week 2 is the swatch, right? Because that gives you all your information.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, do you like the yarn?
Right.
Does it look like you had pictured in your mind?
How many
right?
stitches?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What happens to the yarn when it's washed?
There's
you
so
might not
much.
like it. Right.
Yeah.
Week 3 is measuring and creating a schematic. Like you.
Yes.
Schematics are huge.
I do too, and I feel like when people say prices of patterns and stuff, I feel like when patterns include all of these, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for all this work and and math and hours of time and trial that the designer has put in. I love a schematic in a pattern.
Week 4 is the math. It's grading a pattern. You guys, I have no idea.
I can't wait to. I'm taking this course. I cannot wait.
They're going over the basics of grading and how to turn your one-size pattern into multi-size. It's not just add some stitches for each size.
Specifically garment stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And pattern, week 5 is the pattern. What makes a pattern? This week they'll go over how to write your pattern with direction and what information you'll need to include.
Right.
Let me tell you, writing a clear, concise pattern takes time.
And it's a learning curve. And I just feel like this whole course...
And expertise.
Right. And so this whole course, it is just like going to school for independent pattern design. Mm-hmm. We learned with trial and error, right? Like where we're learn as you go. This, I think, can help you before you get into it, where you're like, oh, geez, I never would have thought of that. Mm-hmm. And this is all... Megan's been a designer for a decade. Yeah. So this is her trial and error, and now she's passing this on in a class video-based form. So you buy this workshop, participate in it, and then it's yours. You can go back to it and watch it whenever you want. So
it's your little idea in your head to it being published. And you think, oh, you just think, oh, I want to publish a pattern. There's so much to learn and know before you do
even the simplest pattern where you think, oh geez, that was like the easiest little pattern. There's so much work that goes into all of the steps. And I just think I feel like this is a thing, like so much independent design happening. There's so platforms where you can independently publish a pattern.
Yeah.
You don't need to be in a magazine, right? But something like this in your corner is such a boost and a bonus.
Yeah.
It's like having, you know, having a team behind you.
Well, and then the next week after is people, what makes, who else can help make your pattern the best? Tech editors, you need test knitters, and professionally request yarn support, that sort of stuff, and then publish, and then it's live. And there's testimonial guys here. Like, there's so much information.
Yeah. So we've shared this in our Instagram stories. The cart has been open since Monday. It actually closes tomorrow. If you want
end of day tomorrow.
If you want to get in on this, and I'm not sure if it's going to be offered again. I don't really know all of those things. But for this first cycle, you have until tomorrow to purchase, and then the class starts May 16th.
Yeah.
So it's coming up soon. If you think that's something you would like to do, we will have a link below. I mean, we believe in it so much. We are affiliates. If you guys wanted to support us, you can use our affiliate link. There are others. But as soon as Megan came out with this, I thought, whoa.
This is amazing.
Very interesting to anybody that really
I
loves
agree.
the joy of making a pattern.
And we know what good people she is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we just know from experience and meeting her, and her patterns are so amazing.
Yes, patterns are amazing.
Yeah. So we just thought this was a really great thing to
I love it.
support.
I love it. It's almost like it's a mentorship thing.
Yeah.
Right?
So to sign up for this, you guys, we will have an affiliate link below the video, and it will be in our show notes after the video, this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. To sign up for this.
Yeah.
So if you at all have ever thought, I don't know how to do it, I wish I had the information, this is the course for you.
I mean, the ideas have to be your own, but the whole technical part of it, where, you know, making the swatch and what does that information tell me? And yes, you do need, like, maybe you didn't know you had to make a swatch. Maybe you didn't know that certain yarns do certain thing. It's just, it's very, I think it's really interesting. And if
the whole process
I think there's a lot of people out there that are going to be thrilled to take this and learn lots.
Yeah.
We'll be the first graduating class.
That's so funny. Okay, good.
Really fun.
So that's exciting.
So,
okay. Do you get Lollipop's emails?
I see them all the time you know what? I'm so bad. I don't go into my promotion tab on my email a lot. Thank goodness.
Do you have a promotion tab? I don't use
on
Google.
Gmail.
No,
You don't
I
use
just
Gmail?
use the mail.
Oh,
No.
okay. So Gmail separates it out, where if it's an ad, it's in
How do you know?
promotions.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it actually is really good. So if you're looking for something, it's pretty easy to find. But Jodi, trust me.
This is their beefcake. This is a
Lollipop's
sport.
amazing.
This is 330 yards for 100 grams.
That's a lot.
Is that sport?
Yeah. I don't know. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Around 300 meters is like a sport for 100 grams is a sport.
It's an 80-20. It's called Wild Child.
That's super cool.
It's stripes, and then there's
a speckle.
a speckle, and then look, the speckle is the
Lollipop yarn.
so fun.
I mean, when you go to their Instagram or their website or whatever, they pretty much blow your mind. The color sense is pretty wild
collect
and
her
fun.
yarn.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I love it. I mean, my resistance to self-striping yarn is very low. It's magical.
I know.
Magical.
I don't intend to collect it, but I just end up doing that.
Well, it's a happy accident then.
You know who finally let the cat out of the bag? Cherie Kirby Werby is having a baby boy.
Oh my goodness.
So
what a blessing. Like, that's crazy.
Yes, that is so exciting. She's been so...
I can only imagine how busy she's going to be after. Yeah. Like, get her yarn now.
Landry is a busy toddler.
Yeah.
And she's been very sick right from conception.
Oh.
But feeling better now.
Yeah, if you want Kirby Werby yarn, you better get it now, because when baby comes, I have a feeling
her hands will be a little
it
full.
May slow down. Who knows? I don't know, but...
So that's really exciting.
Yeah.
Landry is her little girl she was born with this head of hair, you guys, that is incredible. She's so sassy.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
Talk about energy.
Yes.
I was just trying to find the right word. She is a spitfire. I feel like that's a good word for her.
I think Cherie would use some other colorful terms some days, but she is all of that and more. She's a doll.
Speaking of self-striping, I did the Scrumptious Pearl Yellowstone Sock Club. So Scrumptious Pearl, amazing Canadian yarn company, Stephanie. It's all, well, not all, I guess they do have some tonals, but very well known for their striping. This is the last month. It's called Dude Ranch Anyone, and that's the inspiration photo. It came with a project bag.
That's so good.
Leather.
Like faux suede.
I think Stephanie made this.
Do you really?
I do.
How did she get the wine on there?
I think, well, like machine embroidery. I think,
That's
I don't know. I don't know that for a
adorable.
fact, but like the lining's kind of linen-y, and it's kind of like a, what is that fabric?
I think like
Microfiber.
micro suede.
Yeah.
Micro faux micro
Anyway,
suede. Yeah.
this was a surprise. I didn't know we were getting that. And this was my last color. It was you could get a 6-month too. So
Did
like
Rick deliver it?
Right. Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
Could you freaking imagine? Okay,
No.
now I can't wait for that to come back. So this was the color that came out of that inspiration photo. It's super earthy.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't it pretty?
Yes.
I actually love the springy greens.
Yeah.
This is going to be really nice.
Yeah. Wow, that's gonna be beautiful.
So this one's called Dude Ranch Anyone. Oop, there it goes.
She just threw it on the floor. That's hilarious.
Anyway, that was a really fun club. I love, and she also launched her Bridgerton club.
Yeah.
I held back, but whatever. I'm good. I got to
Good
start
for you.
knitting.
Teresa, there'll be a link down below our video or in our show notes to get to that design class later.
I'll put it in our Instagram stories right now.
Okay, good.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Okay.
I have another pattern to show. This was, I feel like there was a lot of really fun patterns on Ravelry this week that was
Oh, those are adorable.
new patterns.
I love a good textured sock. Like, not complicated, but
Yeah.
I love a simple texture like that.
I think what also stood out to me is the third color on the back of the heel. Like color blocking.
Oh, yes. I just noticed
It's
that.
these are called Oh Hello Shorty socks, and they're knit on design. They're knit on design by Deb Buchanan.
Knit on design.
But
That rings a bell.
it's not quite so bright on my printer, but this is like a light blue and this is like a darker and then a lighter pink. I just thought that was
love
cute.
that. Don't you love a shorty?
Yeah.
Are those DK?
I don't know. No fingering.
Oh, okay.
No, they're fingering yarn.
Super
Really
cute.
Yeah, really pretty
Love,
photographer.
love.
I love that. I have fun going to look at. It forces me, I don't go on Ravelry. I feel like I stay in a bit of a zone. I don't go on Ravelry as much as some, but it forces me when I, go to do a podcast to make sure I go, if there's any new standouts for me. I like to be able to look through the patterns and
It was thrilling to see Kelly's sweater in that first pattern. I saw it on Ravelry.
Did
Yeah, after the storm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you're a new designer and you upload your first pattern, Ravelry will often, like you say, like it's a little area right on the page.
Yes, I know Ravelry is not as accessible to everyone with
that is
issues with their
I
eye.
assume that's
yes.
still an issue.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
very
frustrating
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
It
And I get
is.
that. And that's why you see some more designers going to, websites
And
where
pretty
they can.
disappointing, if I'm being honest.
Yes.
Why with the change that was made is it now so difficult for some people?
Yeah.
Like, why can't they be fixed?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. And it is a giant disappointment for many people. Many fiber lovers that were using it already.
I can't quite
I don't
understand why they
I don't
just
understand
can't
it
make
either.
it so it's. Yeah. Anyway.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's frustrating for a lot who want to be on there. Regardless,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really crummy. Okay, so what else is going on? Tracie's just doing a post.
I'm just doing I'm just putting that link in our Instagram stories if you're interested in signing up for the Pip and Pin Idea to Pattern workshop.
Okay, I'm just going in because I usually save a few things, you guys. Otherwise,
we could talk about the Edmonton Fiber Frolic that's coming up.
that was something I saved too. You guys, this is going to be really good. It's going to be at the Italian Cultural Center again. Is it?
It's such a good location, yes.
It was a great location. It was really roomy, super high ceilings. The lighting was really quite good compared to
lots of space.
Lots of space.
This year, it's I think it's even a little bit bigger. It seems to have grown. I hope people go to the website and check it out. And if you can make, if you're coming from out of town or if you're local, there's people coming. There's going to have a kind of like a live stream area where people are going to be. Anyway, it's kind of it's exciting, and I love seeing local businesses, represented and doing so well. We're definitely going we go every time they have it. But they've reached out and asked if we were interested in giving away a pair of tickets or a swag bag. And we said
yes.
No. We said, oh my gosh, yes, how exciting would that be? So this arrived, and it's crazy, Jodi.
The amount of stuff that's in this bag, I'm just going to show you a little bit of stuff. And ultimately, okay, so we get to give away 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Plus some of the swag. So we thought, obviously, the 2 tickets and some swag are going to go to someone who's going to go to the event. So Tracie thought of, let's split this into 2 so we can have...
We can kind of spread the love that way. Like, so that people can't come, will also get...
Exactly.
So one winner will get to attend for free because they'll get tickets.
I didn't even go through
And
this.
Jodi, it's insane.
I'm just going to show you a few.
Much stuff in here.
A lot of the vendors, this is 2 times infinity. We've got some amazing fiber. This is Utopia fiber art. Look at these minis, you guys.
There are vendors coming that I didn't know of, and I'm so excited. Isn't that cute?
Neat Nick yarns.
Gorgeous minis.
Oh, of course, Robin. She's going to be there. I can't wait. This is called Frolic. This is an exclusive colorway for the Fiber Frolic.
Yeah.
This is Dragon Strings. Oh, that's pretty.
This swag bag is so generous. There's local yarn shops.
I'm not going to show you everything because there's so much. That Yarn Habit, an amazing sock set.
The bag is from Ginger Snap That, and it's their
is it? I didn't
it's
know.
their official Edmonton Fiber Frolic alpaca my bags.
Oh, that's
it's really
adorable.
Cute with the gold leaf lettering.
Yes, there we go. There's their logo.
So Ginger Snap, Kim and Colin from Calgary.
Look at that, Ancient Arts.
That is really beautiful. Oh, Ancient Arts.
What else is in here that I can show?
Like, it just keeps going. There's piles and piles.
River City Yarns,
Yeah.
Epic, their base.
This is really cute. Little House of Macrame. Oh, and there's a code on here. Look, there's a tiny macrame project in there.
You guys, what's in here?
A little handmade gift. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Oh, look at this. It's a mug. She's made the design out of that's a crochet pattern. Did you know that?
No.
That's a crochet. You can read that.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a macrame pair. Look at that.
It doesn't say who's...
These are earrings? These are earrings.
Really?
Like, if I would have to wreck the... Okay, these are really cute.
Faux hand knit. Oh, Brick Bubble, I'm guessing.
Oh, yay.
Little package of goodies.
Maple and Rose. Who's that? Not Brick Bubble.
Sorry.
There you go. Jeez. Okay, this is from Statement Junkie. So the yarn shop we were talking about. You get a little mini and you get some really awesome Firefly Notes stitch markers and the little tin. And the mini, I don't see.
That's so cute.
I don't see who's mini in it. It might be...
I love those little
Okay,
tins.
they had lots of Madeline Tosh and Hedgehog fibers at Statement Junkie.
Lots.
That was exciting. I think this might be one of those Madeline Tosh things.
Those unicorn tails.
I wish...
No, that's
Hedgehog.
No, that's Madeline Tosh.
Yeah.
This is
I think that's what it is.
Numana yarns. Look at that.
Okay, that was the one somebody just said they just opened a brick and mortar.
Really?
That when they said on the...
NumanaYarns.com.
Anyway, we'll have to check them out. If there's another yarn
you guys
shop around.
Fiber Nook has a gauge measure, a ruler gauge measure,
tape measure,
a beautiful card.
Anyway, there's so much swag in here.
There's so much swag.
So we're going to run basically 2 giveaways. One that is for people that can attend, and then we'll ask you to enter in the one, you know, if you can come, please enter in the one where you're planning on attending because you'll win tickets. And if you know for sure that you can't come, enter the one where it's just awesome things coming to your door. So thank you to Holly at the Edmonton Fiber Frolic for asking us. It's a magnet thing. Because it's always fun to promote. We love promoting yarn in general, but when it's a local event, you know, it's been growing and just...
It's worth your drive-in if you're at all close.
If you're, right. Make a day trip of it. Come, check it out.
Come have lunch.
Yeah. Stock up the stash. So that's going to be great. So we'll do that giveaway. Maybe we'll do one in Ravelry and one on Instagram.
Okay.
We'll make it.
Yeah. But please don't enter if it's one that you're not coming to. Do the other one. On our website, we have local pickup that I had toggled off because people who lived outside of Alberta or outside of the country would choose local pickup because it's free. Please don't do that. Then it screws up the back end. So I toggled it off. So there wasn't that option. So when I see an Edmonton order come through, if I catch it, I will refund their shipping. Right?
Wow.
So then I toggled it back on, and guess what happened the first few days back?
Do that.
Very frustrating. You're going to ruin it for everybody. Do you know what I mean?
Trying to get...
So, but
I don't want to pay for shipping, so it's going to cost us money. We have to...
I won't ship it. If you don't, I will send them an invoice for shipping and not ship their order until...
That is very dishonest. Yeah. So, I mean, I know accidents happen, but if you're intentionally doing that, it's never slides by.
No.
That's really not good. Oh, that's
okay.
disappointing. Way to be a bummer on the whole fun shopping.
Oh, I do have one more thing.
We do have big news. Big news.
We do. This is the last thing. Look what I bought you guys.
Jodi.
So, Gigi.
I love this bag.
This was inspired by Gigi. This is...
Is it made by Della Q?
It's made by Della Q. Actually, you guys, I just realized this. This is the train case. This is a maker's train case. Use it however you want, but in here...
You could use it like as a makeup bag.
This is magnet.
Oh, so it is made to be a crafter's. Wow, that's
you guys,
nice.
You could put, these are magnets. You can hold a pattern here. There's stitch markers they've included.
And it's got the levels. Like here's your top with your notions and stuff.
Pull it out.
Ooh, I love this.
This, I just snapped these on. These also came on the inside. But you can also put on these longer straps.
So you can carry it over your shoulder. You can take it on the go.
Right. What's this thing at the back? Oh, that just must be holding on the hardware on the inside.
So this is a partnership product. So it is, you know, Gay of Gigi made it.
This is from Jimmy Bean's Wool.
Okay.
This is where it can be found, Jimmy Bean's Wool. There is more than just orange. There are a few colors to pick from.
But the orange one is a way to support Gay.
Right.
A little bit goes to Gigi every time you buy one.
You guys, this is so fun.
I love
I bought this.
The
it
shape.
Will be a giveaway next time.
Jodi. We're going to put some great yarn in that too.
We're going to put some stuff in here. This is going to be our Gigi giveaway. But if anyone wants their own, it could be found at Jimmy Bean's Wool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
This is going to be so exciting.
I'm actually going to write this on my show notes here already because I'll forget Jimmy Bean's Wool.
Okay.
Or maybe I won't, but I will. I'll write it
I
down
will,
anyway.
for sure.
Chances are good.
So this is literally going to be a crazy giveaway weekend. Watch our Instagram. We have a Brooklyn tweed giveaway. And this sweater that I knit in their new Imbue yarn.
We have a lot of giveaways today.
I think Imbue is finally available to purchase for everybody. The newsletter subscribers, you got an email like a week ago. You got a whole week to purchase before it went on sale. And I do believe that it is up for sale now. But I'm going to, it is. So if you go to Brooklyn Tweed, you can shop Imbue. It is 100% American grown merino. It is so soft. It's got a little bit of a flecked heather in it. And I made my sweater in the hummingbird color. But Brooklyn Tweed has sponsored a giveaway. So we're going to have 3 lucky winners that are going to win
Really?
a gorgeous hat kit.
I love that.
So we are going to do that giveaway over on Instagram. So follow us over there, and we'll run it for the weekend and draw our names, and then Brooklyn Tweed will ship you your yarn, and you will love it. And if anybody is thinking, when is this yarn available? It is now available.
I love it.
I would happily knit another sweater in 2 seconds in it. I love it.
When
it feels
I
great.
regretted getting the sweater quantity, that was real.
It's super soft. It just feels like a sweatshirt.
The
I don't
yarn
know.
is magic.
But this one's merino. Like, even if you think the other one's not so soft, this feels different.
Sorry, I'm just looking
beautiful.
at something so I can speak about it.
So yeah, we're giving away all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
Which is one of our favorite things to do. So thank you to everybody that sponsors that for us.
Did you know that? Delicate.
Yes, it just came out. And it's kind of like rubbery, soft.
What do you snap it onto?
Well, it's
it's a little case.
Yeah.
Delicue is amazing. They have a little Gigi orange little snap project case with her logo. You guys, we have t-shirts like this.
When I was a new knitter, I bought some. There's beautiful. The yarn shop carried Delicue bags, and they have amazing designs on bags, like very full of pockets, and some of them were buckets and things I had never seen before.
Yeah.
It's a really beautiful line.
I agree. Really, really beautiful line. Very thoughtful.
Oh, those train cases! Right. Wow.
So
there's a bunch of colors.
There's the orange that I got. And I think this is Petal, which is a very, very soft pink. There's a beautiful cobalt blue, a purple, and this one down here is like a sagey green color.
That's pretty.
So there's lots of colors to choose from. Not everyone loves orange. Not everyone loves purple. So there's lots of different choices. But I'd love to be able to support, like, Gigi doesn't sell a product. We've talked about that. But she inspires us all. She has those beautiful moments on Instagram. She does an email. She does a blog. She does a podcast. Those are
all ways to support her too, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I love hearing about her collaborations and always want to support.
Yeah.
She had actually a rough time last week because someone stole. She makes merch. She'll design t-shirts and merchandise and then offer it for sale on her website. And somehow her own design got ripped off and was available all over the internet. Well, that's stealing. That's not okay. You know, the only way to support Gigi for real is to buy it from her website. So even if you see her t-shirt on another website, that is stolen property. They stole her intellectual property. I don't know how that can happen, or I don't know how people can get away with that, but she looked it up and it was all over the place. So if you want to get Gay's really cute t-shirt, it says, sometimes I hate it here, so I put my head down and knit. I think we can all kind of agree and relate to that. But it was all over the internet. So don't buy it anywhere other than from Gigi's shop.
She's got a link to amazing merch. That plus tons of other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But it matters.
That's
It's not like people may not know that she didn't sanction that design in other places. So that is not affiliated with her unless
if you don't buy it from Gigi, don't buy it at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, you guys, more knitting. This was my other knitting.
This is crazy. Jodi is so good.
Okay, so 2 things. I want to talk about the sock and the yarn, and then different ways to use a mini pom-pom. Right?
I was gonna knit something with that this week, and I totally forgot.
So the amazing, it's a team at Rose Hill Yarns now.
Do you know? So exciting.
Husband Dave is now full-time with Robin.
So most indie dyers, I believe, start in their kitchen by themselves working it out.
Yeah.
And they can decide how big they want to be or how much they want to do. And at some point, you know, some people just get so many requests. They're just so popular and their work is so loved that they are able to support and hire staff. And Robin is not only, you know, they've built a facility, a building to Rose Hill Inc., Rose Hill Yarns HQ. And yeah, you're right. So now it's a big time family business.
Dave, after I don't know what their creative process to come up with this yarn. Dave dyed our whole set.
Well, that's exciting.
Which I love. So this is
after being trained. Like,
right.
Yeah.
But
It's
like
Rose Hill
Dave
yarn.
did it. Like Dave, her and her.
He's staff.
I love it.
They're a team.
So now it's the team.
I love
Okay,
it.
let me just speak for a very, very short time about their new studio space.
Okay. I'm jealous you got to go out and see it.
They've converted, they have several little outposts, out barns, and they've converted one close to the house with this giant glass overhead,
So lots of light.
door, like overhead door.
Oh, those garage door
but
things.
it's glass.
Nice.
Anyway, he is so handy. He's put like you know how in those kitchens they have the water spout by the stove?
Yeah.
He has a hose like hooked up so she doesn't have to move pans. He built this studio space.
We should interview Robin.
Yes,
we should if she ever wanted to.
We could go out there.
I mean,
she's awesome.
She is awesome.
So this is our new kit. It's called Tropic Like It's Hot.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great?
Rob, if you follow Robin, which I hope you do on Instagram, she often has inspiration photos with her yarn colors. And they are always of course, and you know right away, like of course it's just bang on, right?
She's
interpreted
so good.
So, you know, we asked, you know, would you be interested in making something for our shop? And she's like, yeah, send me an inspiration picture. And then the rest is gone. She's the magician.
Yeah.
Right? So just got a funny text. Anyway, she's a magician. So like literally we just are surprised every single time, and it's better than we can imagine. Right?
Yes. So when you go out there, I mean, Dave, you could tell how proud he was. Like,
well, he should be. Look at those speckles. Are you kidding me?
Dave twists a mini like no one else.
Come on.
Yes.
Look at that.
And you know what's amazing too with Robin?
Such talent.
We know that hand dyeing, there could be a little most of us from skein to skein, you don't see a difference. Their accuracy between pots is really good.
I mean, if you want to buy more than one to knit a garment, you should still alternate all hand dyed yarn. But I know exactly what you're saying.
They're very good.
I know what you're saying.
Yes.
So anyway, we thought sock sets, because it's crazy. You can make so much more than socks. But we've got DK Tropic Like It's Hot with DK minis and fingering weight with the fingering weight minis.
Yeah.
And so Jodi went out and picked up this amazing box of yarn.
Yes.
And then made a DK sock last night.
I was so excited.
Who are you?
I had so much podcast homework. It was so fun. I love preparing for this. Like I really like
it's developed. It's evolved.
It's evolved. And when I say homework, I mean, how fun was this to put in heels and toes?
It's pretty good homework.
Right.
Yeah. But Jodi, you did an amazing job of showing what the colors look like together.
Right?
Yeah. And you and I were also saying, especially the fingering weight one, this is a lot of yarn. You can make, there's shawls that you make one skein. Well, now you've got 60 more grams. You've got almost
1 2/3.
Yeah. So, and this full skein is 463 yards. You've got a lot of yarn here.
Lots.
You can absolutely do a cowl or a shawl or a baby sweater or hats or mitts or whatever, right?
Hold it with mohair for a thicker, fuzzy, like hat or mitts or socks, slipper socks, right?
Or a couple of pairs of socks. I mean, we'll make whatever, but having just knit mum a single skein shawl
is such a good size.
It's a good size. Yeah. And now you've got all of this, like you could do something stripy.
Yes. Or not at all. Like if you don't love the orange, look what it's doing with just pink.
I know.
Are you kidding? Or then just the blue. But
it's
actually
super jewelly popping and then this stunning aqua speckle.
I mean, Robin sent us photos with the 3 minis and thought, just what would you like? Because normally we go with 2. And then someone had said, well, we kind of like all 3. And she was like, done.
Go.
All 3.
Come on.
She couldn't be, they couldn't be better people.
I know.
Like that's what's so amazing to support these makers. She's local to us. She couldn't be a more amazing people, and they have amazing yarn.
Yeah.
Really, truly.
Yeah.
She's just restocked because she just came back from a show.
I can't get over the speckles. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I haven't. This is my first time seeing it in person, and I'm just like,
it's just so watery to me. Like the little splashes of weight. Like I just think
it couldn't be better.
And you guys, the pom-pom. Okay,
this was such a good idea.
This is it. Because I said to Jordan, should I add a pom-pom? She's like, yes. But do you remember those socks? I don't know if you find them very often anymore, but we grew up with these tennis socks with these
but not
on the
that
back,
cute,
right?
But I loved them. I loved the white tennis socks with the little yellow edge and then the little yellow, pom. And it was devastating when you ripped the pom-pom off the back.
Yeah, but let me tell you, with the these are our mini pom-poms from our shop that come in pairs, and there's a ton of colors.
Yeah, you can get basically whatever color you want. There's so many. Janet of Yarn Bowler made a wicked selection for us.
But look at these.
Yeah.
To put, if you wanted the blue instead. Oh my gosh.
I mean, you can put them on cowls. You can put them on hat or baby hats or whatever you want.
I tied these on to our elastics. The girls' elastics. Jordan thought these were a tad thick if you were going to do, because girls right now is really cute to do 2 little ponies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or you could put it at the bottom if you're wearing, or the bottom of a braid.
So there's the selection.
That's not even all the colors we have.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. That's not even all the colors.
Okay, well, this was the photo I got. Come on.
Because
I gotta come shopping in our own shop.
So if you guys want,
because everything gets sent to you.
I know, it's so much fun getting.
Yes.
You do the ordering and then it shows up paid for at my door. For
how much better does it get?
So
Jodi,
this
that
is
looks super
really
cute.
Really fun. On the corner, like a button, like a corner of a hat. These mini pom poms.
Or slippers.
Yes.
On the front, and of course, Janet had shared with us her baby booty kits.
Yes.
These are super cute on a baby booty. So. Anyway,
yes,
I feel like
a little. Also, you guys, I did a little more. You know how those clips that those metal clips that you pop and then you glue one of those to the clips. At Michael's, you can get those longer barrettes.
Yeah.
That for crafting
DIY.
I gotta show you a picture. 3 of those on a little barrette. Let me tell you.
So these are perfect for. There's literally, it's one of those things that there's 1,000,001 uses.
Yeah.
And if you do something cute, if you buy them and do something cute with them, share it with us. We would love to share your creativity with others.
Earrings.
Oh my gosh, what?
Those are those little clips I was talking about that you can just put them in your hair.
Why are we not doing the earring thing ourselves? Just for us.
Right. Yes, Tracie. Look. That's 3 different.
And they weigh nothing.
No.
So they're just super. Oh my gosh.
Some of these were homemade out of yarn, but I thought you could easily translate these into a fluffy pom pom.
Yeah.
Whoops. I thought there was more that I got.
We're team pom pom.
Oh, see?
We're always team pom pom.
Those are those clips.
Oh, yeah.
But to put a little furry one on there, and then you can do color on color elastics. It's pretty. And then these little clips. They've just put a little ribbon. Those little pinch clips.
Yes. Those. Oh, I used to have those for when Georgia was little.
Right? That just sort of. Anyway. So tons of cute pom-pom
Good
ideas.
idea to share all of that stuff.
But this is in our shop right now. We've got a few other things to show you. But I'm kind of done except for our shop and Frankie Gray Fibres.
Okay. Well, I feel like we're in that portion. We're sharing all the fun things that if people want to. Knitting's done.
Yes.
Knitting, giveaway talk is done, but we do have some things that are in shop. If you guys are interested in shopping with us at all, or Jodi's yarn and Jodi's. If people are new here, Jodi's got lots of businesses.
I got my hand in too many.
Jodi started out as Mrs. Brown's Bags, and you can still get her amazing bags. And she's also a yarn dyer with her daughter. So, it's a pretty crafty place over at your house.
It is a busy place. Okay, so we talked about these. These are the camp mugs. These are large camp mugs. It's got the screw on top.
With the closing. It's actually a really good slide close.
Tracie has the blue, and it's got the sister. They're both the same graphic. You just have 2 color choices.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, these keep it hot or cold for a really long time.
I love it. It's not a small cup and it's not a big cup. It's kind of like a perfect size. It's exactly the size of latte I make every morning.
Your hand fits nice in the thing.
We love good drinkware. So it's been a while since we had a new one.
Yeah.
And thank you to Sarah, who is Denim and Rain Fibres. She made us Sister Sheep. So we love making new items with that amazing graphic.
Thank you, Lisa. The default is local pickup. I might have to change that in there.
Oh, well,
Maybe it's my fuck up.
Maybe
Anyway.
we're hassling
Lisa,
people.
don't choose local pickup.
That's so funny. That's so funny. So it's probably not people making that choice on purpose.
It's the default.
I had a hard time. I was like, what? Why would people do that?
It maybe defaults to it, but you should know that you're not local. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, we can.
I will check. My bad if it's my error, but we'll blame it on Tracie. Nomadic Knits, you guys. This book. Have you seen this book?
No,
guys?
not in person. It's brilliant, though.
This is for you. This is an accessory, head and feet book.
Yeah. So normally Nomadic Knits. First of all, Nomadic Knits is amazing. If you don't know what they do, they go to a region and they highlight a region with local dyers, and the photography in the book is all done regionally, and you'll get, articles about that area as well. They're just stunning books. So every issue is from a different region. This one's a little bit different. It's called Head Over Heels, and it's literally only sock and hat patterns. So it's basically incredible.
Look at that.
Isn't that a great photo?
God, I love her hair.
Mm-hmm.
You guys.
And the charts and everything. If you buy a Nomadic Knits book.
Just a minute. I know.
Whoops.
Do you want to see the chart?
Anyway,
Okay.
they're really beautiful to work from, but you do get a download kit code.
Look, they have a pom-pom on the back of that slipper sock.
Oh my god.
And the bottom of the foot is color work.
Okay, so are those thrummed?
Yes. I don't know. I should.
It looks like those are thrums on the bottom. That's why it looks like color work.
Oh, you guys, this.
Oh, look at the cables there. Ooh, more pom-poms.
Learning how to make pom-poms.
A pom-pom article.
Cute.
Oh, look at her.
This is a really beautiful issue. Tracie, you haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it. Becky and Melissa are Nomadic Knits.
Mm-hmm.
There's always beautiful quotes in every book. There's blank pages where you can make notes if you want yourself. I'm just double checking that you do get a download code, right?
Usually.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Is it not on the first page or the back page? Yes.
Oh yes, I see it. So it's a download code for Ravelry. You can get an electronic version in your Ravelry library, as well as this is a hefty book, and it's the perfect size to put in your bag.
Running out. We might have to reorder, but it is in the shop. Also,
look at the cup cozy.
I know.
So these are all little, and that's basically your swatch for the colorwork hat.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Melissa designed this.
The models are stunning in this book.
And that same thing is socks.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a beautiful issue.
Wow.
Plus,
we have all beautiful issues. Who are we kidding? There's not one that isn't amazing.
There are a few other back issues we have of Nomadic Knits too, if you were looking, but this new one is available now.
Nomadic Knits is always something that we are going to be
supporters.
so behind.
Okay, Laine magazine.
Yes.
Summer 2022. Speaking of hefty.
Really, hey?
Tracie, do you want this? I brought it for you.
Well, I do.
Look at it?
I collect them.
Look,
I do.
This one's,
ooh, look at that t-shirt.
Look
wow.
at this t-shirt, you guys.
That's really lovely.
It, as always, does not disappoint. It has such a good balance between knitting patterns,
that's a gorgeous
different,
shirt.
whether it's accessories or socks or wraps, and then mixed with the different articles in here.
It's a stunning magazine. I feel like I know it's a magazine, but it always has the feel to me of a book. There's articles. Oh, I've seen that already, and I just think it's calling everybody's name.
Funfetti.
What a great color combo.
It's very fashion forward with I think.
And then you look at it and you think, oh, it's like 70s retro, but it's better. It's way better.
Recipes.
There's always recipes. There are always articles. There are beautiful advertisements. It's a Finnish-based magazine. Laine means wave in Finnish, is what I remember. I hope that's right.
Cute cardigan.
Super cute.
So, I mean, I don't want to show you everything. Some of it's kind of fun to be some of it's kind of fun to be a surprise.
Well, all the designs and stuff aren't surprises. You can check out the design, because then that way you know if you want to invest in the book. But let me tell you, if and I know it's it's a heftier price tag, but I always feel like, you know, when you have to divide up the number of patterns and things you're getting, the value is incredible.
Ooh, a big thing on Candace from The Farmer's Daughter.
They always do great articles. Oh, I didn't know that. That's so exciting. Wow.
What is that?
Look at that.
There's a big article on the front.
And they're very big on, I don't know if they're still, like, non-superwash yarns. Of course, you can use whatever you want, but it
look at this little t-shirt.
Super cute. Super sweet.
I mean, I could go over page by page. It's so good, you guys.
Yeah. There is no download code with these magazines, but that's just the way they are, and it's fine, right?
Okay, beautiful.
Jodi, that's beautiful. Yeah. I don't know. They really are lovely. Like this linen finish paper. Like
they're amazing.
It looks textured.
Oh, and then this. Let's show this.
Oh my goodness. We shared Yarnology quite a while ago. Was it closer to like January or February?
I don't exactly remember.
Yarnology is a brand new publication based out of Australia, and we were lucky enough to have had a couple of copies sent to see what we thought of it. And we went crazy for it because we've never seen anything like it. It is.
We're so impressed.
Look at that article on crochet. These crochet. It is incredibly beautiful. The articles were amazing. The paper is like smooth and shiny and glossy, but the article, everything was so different about it. It had beautiful patterns, amazing articles. It was like, dig in, like get yourself a treat and a beverage and sit down and enjoy your chosen art form in so many different ways in a magazine.
I am so impressed with the people that have gotten behind these publications, because let me tell you, I can only imagine the undertaking it is to get this from, you know, from conception to print.
And it's just done so much. Well.
Like month after month or quarterly, however, I think this is quarterly.
I know the second issue is going to be coming out very shortly. There's an article in here on natural dyeing. There's, you know, there's crochet and knitting. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, we were just blown away. Hand spun, like there's just beautiful articles in here. As well as patterns. So it's kind of, it's meaty. It's not just patterns.
It's not just patterns. So you're like, this is like it's a book. It's a knitting book that happened to also have amazing patterns. Like it's a making book.
It is a making book. And one of the things I loved is if you think, oh my gosh, I want to be a crocheter or I want to be a knitter. There are how-to starting tutorials for both crochet and knitting in the back of the book. Yeah. So it's sort of this great combination of education and articles of interest and patterns. We loved it. This is Louie and Lola Yarns, who is based, it's Karina. She's based in Tasmania. So she's basically a local dyer that they've featured. I love that. I love it. We were blown away when we saw this. So we were anxiously awaiting a chance to be able to bring it to Canadians or whoever wants to buy it from our shop. So we do have some now. Yeah. Finally, we're so happy.
Beautiful.
And then this is the summer version. They're calling it summer 21-22.
Yeah.
So the next one must be fall coming out. Maybe? So as soon as we have the opportunity to bring it to our shop, we're on it. We'll keep our eye out for it.
I feel like these are great gift ideas too.
This is such a good idea and look at that bouquet. Look at all the crochet
corn.
I think it's some kind of flower. It's some kind of.
We were told that last time. Yeah, I was just.
But all of these even the little yellow things, like that's not flowers. Stunning. I love fiber as an art form like that.
It's so beautiful.
Thanks for bringing those.
So beautiful. The only one I'll take is the Yarnology.
Yeah.
Unless you want it.
Well. No, I have one actually.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So Mrs. Brown's bags, I added 5 new.
Jodi, you've been going nuts. Oh, I love it.
Fiori. This is originally La Bien-Aimée Fiori.
Such a good color.
Is that pretty?
Yes.
Pink.
Don't you love it with the gray?
Yes.
I have to say, these bags that you make. So they're the bucket that you can fold down,
Yes.
which is awesome. But they also have this drawstring. Like, it is the best style of bag.
I really like it.
Yeah.
People seem to like the
It's
drawstring opposed to the zipper.
I do
mean,
too.
you can't please everybody. There still are some zipper lovers.
Listen, the day you get your yarn stuck in a zipper is the day you start loving drawstrings.
Yeah.
I have bags that are both, but if I had to pick, I would probably pick drawstring.
Yeah. We have dark water.
That's amazing.
That's it's not new fabric, but it's just new to the shop.
Brought back
to the shop.
That's a great color.
This is Princess Bean. This is Lola Bean Yarn Co.
Ooh.
Swatch. Princess
Jodi,
Bean.
that's a great one.
This one is Totoro and May. This is the Totoro La Bien-Aimée. The Totoro
It's such a good one.
anime.
Her Miyazaki, I think, collection.
So that's really pretty.
I love that minty and coral together.
And this I called Pop Rocks. I don't remember. I think this was Sweet Tots. No, what's her name?
Sugar Tots?
Sugar Tots yarn, but I'm not exactly sure. But this is crochet.
Yes, it's amazing.
Isn't that pretty?
I love that you do both.
I feel
like there's a lot of people that don't knit at all, obviously,
Yes.
right? And they want their crochet bags.
Yeah, so there's actually
fabulous.
2 or 3 in the shop that are crochet right now. This on top of like 25 more fabrics to choose from in bags.
And they're pre-order?
They're pre-order. It's
Awesome.
only half the amount of time now because I've caught up. And I had added, I've restocked the bee.
Okay, bee splat. This fabric is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's denim. They call it denim.
But the design, like her work, the
watercolor
picture is so beautiful.
It's like a watercolored bee splat. It couldn't be more beautiful.
I think this is so cute.
Yeah.
Like this would even be like you could do home things with this
She
fabric.
has this is the small. She has a micro size of the graphic, and then she's got a large one.
Like I imagine this like as a pillow or something would be really cute.
Actually, in Spoonflower trays, you can get this put on anything. Minky.
Oh wow!
Right, like a baby blanket. I'm gonna do one for Cherie.
Jodi, that's such a good
idea. Right?
Well, that's beautiful.
Anyway,
so I love it. So you've got 3 versions of that.
3 versions. So the Mrs. Brown's bags is stocked.
Wow.
People loved because I've had the designer has had the white for a really long time, and
this almost glows neon. Hey, yes. Like it's quite a pop of.
The pink and the aqua blue are newer.
Well, they're amazing.
Yeah,
I love mine.
Okay, so now I have Frankie
This
Gray
is so
Fiber.
sturdy. The bottom that you use for your bags.
It's a waterproof vinyl.
Like you don't have to worry about setting your bag down and wrecking your bag because it's being protected.
It's completely waterproof.
That's awesome.
I found this hasn't been always my bottom that I have, but once I found this,
it feels like a backpack. Yes. The bottom feels like a backpack.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Okay, so we have. Oh, I brought you these.
No, really?
Here. Stickers.
Thank you. Cute, Joe.
And that's a die cut, but I thought it was easier getting it like that than people.
I love it. Okay, I recently saw a picture where somebody was putting all the stickers all over their sock machine table. Like, I think to myself, what am I going to do? Like, I've got a laptop covered in stickers, but now I need a new laptop, and now my stickers are going, like...
That's such a good idea.
It's a rip, right? So I've got to find somewhere that's permanent, basically, because
I love your,
the stickers.
Your craft table or your sock machine.
Yeah, so I'm totally going to start putting them, I think, all over my sock machine table for sure. Thanks.
We just got.
Do you get these from the same place?
Yeah, Sticker Mule. They're amazing.
They are amazing.
Do you think?
Yes, they're amazing.
Actually, I looked back on my order when I saw that skein of yarn. I thought I ordered the big one, but I guess I ordered the medium. But whatever.
Okay, I have to say, these stickers that you can buy in our shop, or that you get sometimes as an add-on, this is stuck on, no, specially, it's just on a mug. This goes through the dishwasher. Several times this has gone through the dishwasher.
Sticker Mule uses a vinyl, I'm sure like many sticker makers, their vinyl stickers, they're all like that, are incredible.
I don't know what the secret
You'll
sauce is.
You'll never get it off.
Yeah, put it on something that you want to stay there. But I'm not kidding you. I don't hand wash these stuff. They go in the dishwasher. Thanks for the stickers.
Okay, so
I love them. That cat is freaking. That is so cute. Did they do that from a picture of your cat, or this was?
That is Frankie. Diane from Brick Bubble did that animation or illustration.
I saw Diane yesterday.
Where?
She came to Garden Shop because she dropped off one of our items that we ordered. Yes, I'll show you when we go upstairs.
Okay, so I have new yarn.
Yay!
This is called Thunderous.
That's really
it's a really neutral base.
Super pretty. Kind of warm, hey? Like I love the mushroomy.
Drag Queen brought back.
Fabulous. And it goes so well with like
that
so many of your colors, right? That would be a good.
Neon lights.
Beautiful.
On all the bases. This one's called Gilded Stone.
That's really amazing. Is that new?
Yes.
That's wow. New. That's screaming fall sweater.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes.
Revisit Blackberry Jam.
Oh, I really like that,
A
Jodi.
little. We tweaked it just a little.
Don't you love it?
Yes, it's a touch darker.
Wow.
FGF, our signature Frankie gray fiber, was restocked.
You need to knit something in this.
I know I do.
It's so you. Like it's so what a gorgeous color that is.
Froze is a fan favorite.
It's so good.
We we restocked Froze.
Like it's delicate, but it's got such personality. It's really good.
This one's called, I'm sorry, I don't even know what she called it.
That's really pretty.
We didn't put a sticker on that one.
It's got a lot of, ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's called Highlight. This was Sky High. That when I was twisting it, it had a little bit of fluorescent on it. So then we put it back in the dye pots this past week.
Okay.
And we put some more highlighter color.
I love it.
And a black speckle. So that was not its original yarn.
I thought I had a skein of your highlighter. I'm going to have to buy, because I think adding it to like little blips of things, this is really beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes, this is amazing.
So it was supposed to be a tonal, like solid Sky High, but it had to, there was too many.
Like fabulous.
I thought it was really pretty.
Oh, it's so good.
Highlighter.
Wow.
This is Sourpuss.
Yeah. Jode, aren't you so proud that it's been around for a long time?
Yes.
And it's still, I mean, things knit up in this are unbelievable.
So before it was 3 stripes on the yarn, 3 wide stripes down the yarn.
Okay.
Which could be quite pretty, but when
it's
people
variegated then.
But yes, but when people knit garments, you can get pooling. Mm-hmm. And I saw someone's garment and it was still really beautiful, but I thought, how can I make it a touch better? So it's the same exact color, same exact speckles, a bit of a more random dye on the yarn. You're not going to get the pooling anymore, but you're still going to get the beautiful colors.
So it's more of a speckled yarn than a variegated yarn.
It's exactly.
Okay, well I love it.
Yeah.
This would be such a good sweater. Don't you think?
Yes. So we restocked Lollipop.
Look at that.
We restocked Over Dramatic, which is just slightly different. And then I just brought Minty Fresh to show.
Oh, I freaking love it.
Right?
Yes, yes.
That mint.
Yes.
I love it.
And you know what else I love? I love prickly pear, and I think it would be amazing with this.
Oh, yes.
Right? Like
I want to do a fun color like that with prickly pear as one of the colors.
What a great idea.
Okay, you guys. This week we did.
This
week was mainly Mohair restock.
Okay, so can I just say, the t-shirt you're wearing is the Rocket Tee by Tanis. It is meant to be fingering weight stripes and a mohair stripe.
Really?
So you're basically stocked for that. Actually, Tanis just put out a new t-shirt too that also has some mohair stripes just in the yoke. But Jodi, you're like all stocked up for...
Well, we were getting quite low and I had just gotten my mohairs.
Look at that.
Yeah. Held together. That's the same
like
color.
Like your t-shirt.
Oh,
a stripe of this, a stripe of that, a stripe, stripe, stripe.
Yes.
I mean, you can go wild. Look at these two.
Yeah. You can do total contrast.
Look at that.
Yes.
Whoa, you guys. I mean, what can't you do with mohair and fingering weight yarn held together? Jodi, that's amazing.
This is the Hello Yellow.
I love that.
Don't you love
Yes,
this?
I do. I love it.
This with
I almost trimmed this in the Hello Yellow.
Okay, so here's what okay, and then this was a neon coral at a lighter strength.
I just got an idea. Remind me. Oh my God.
I was thinking, okay, this is what I'm thinking. I think I want to knit a 6mm sweater. Like, but I'm going to hold bare fingering and I'm going to change the mohair to change the stripe.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you seen, though, Sonder yarn did a stripes sweater, I think?
No.
Just mohair. Double-stranded mohair stripes.
Really?
Just hold, please.
So this is why I want to put that other sweater temporarily on hold, because this is giving me all the inspiration.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did. And ever since I've seen it, I thought, this is screaming my name.
Right.
A just mohair striped sweater.
Right.
So maybe I can find the picture of that.
And then also we did a couple of grays. There's also a black cherry. I must have forgotten to bring it. And then maybe another orange.
Joe, this is
grays.
Brilliant. I love it. I love, love, love it. I mean, how could I not love it?
But like, look, you guys. Is that too peachy? I think that, I mean.
Well, I feel like there's people that's just so springy and so pretty.
What about that?
And that's, everybody gets to, okay, why don't I see the picture of that?
What about this, and this?
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah. Or even.
I was just looking at this, and this.
Or that, and a gray.
Take this out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Or, and the minty and a blue. Literally, it's like a box of crayons.
Yeah.
I'm pretty, so the striped sweater by Andrea Mowry is sport weight. And I'm sure you could get that gauge. I'm pretty sure this is what what I've seen. And maybe it was on a Spas Tricots feed.
2 different gray. This is Mayflower. This is Mayflower at a darker stripe. Yeah, that's the same color.
I love that.
And then a really pretty. Let me tell you, I love dyeing mohair. Oh my god. I love it. Yeah, that's a double. I love dyeing mohair.
Oh my god.
Jordan and I think mohair is the MVP. The
Well,
only thing is
let me tell you, I adore it.
Yeah, you just get a lot of fuzz when you're working with it.
Okay, that's not it. Anyway, I feel like if you guys go back, I'm sure I saw it.
Wow.
But I mean, double-stranded, just mohair, no fingering. So anyway, you can do whatever you want.
The combinations are endless.
Yeah, that's so true.
You know what's really interesting, you guys? So this sea foam, the ratio of dye to yarn, this is a 1/4 strength to this color.
Oh, wow.
It's the exact same.
Isn't that interesting how it changes so much?
Yeah. That's that.
Also, another thing I saw recently that was amazing is Hugh Loco brought out a collection called Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I think it's like 10 colors or 7 colors or something. I'll link Hugh Loco in our show notes, but go check out those colors. Are unbelievable.
Yeah.
She has them open for, it's a pre-order. I'm sorry, I keep going back and back trying to find that sweater for you guys. It was awesome.
You can't quite find it?
I've gone so far back now, it's probably
this and this, or this and this.
Yeah, if you want to do tonal, for sure.
Right?
Beautiful.
That purple with that coral is amazing.
I know. Isn't that a great color?
Yeah. So there's lots of.
And honestly, I feel like your frosé is just, it's so pretty. And this could be a hat or a cowl or a sweater or whatever you like.
Yeah.
Look at what you've done. I super love this smoke color, Jodi.
Isn't it pretty? It's very soft, like a dove gray kind of.
Not everybody's, comfortable in color, and you've still offered.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is incredible. This is crazy.
I love it.
So good. Oh my gosh.
And it's funny, that was a happy accident because I got shit all over the yarn.
See?
Mm-hmm.
I'm big on the neon, I have to say. The addition of neon. Do you have that in DK? You should crank tubes. Make socks.
Yeah, I do have it in DK.
Well, you've been busy.
Yes, we were busy.
Yeah.
It was a fun week. I mean, mohair is so easy to dye.
Is it?
For me, yes. It takes color so beautiful.
Oh.
Quick to, it dries in no time.
Well, that's nice.
It doesn't hold the water like this does.
Oh,
Like
okay,
it doesn't, like when I wring it out and put it in the tray and it's waiting for Jordan to put it in the spinner, the amount that there's not a lot of water in the bottom, like it holds onto the water. The pan of this, it's like it ends up sitting in like an inch of water waiting because it just doesn't hold on to the yarn. Like so when you spin it, it really expels all the water. So it's so dry already.
Sure.
Anyway.
Isn't that interesting that it's not as porous maybe as wool, right?
It's absolutely not.
So cool. Interesting.
So Jamie, did you? My brother had on his Instagram that there was a bear and its cubs.
Two grizzlies. It looked like they look pretty
on the
big.
side of the road. He was wrestling them. No, he wasn't. He was in his car with the window closed. But he put it on Instagram.
He had dipped his hand in honey and said, "Here."
Was he on the way to Jasper?
It was Kananaskis he was there. So
maybe for
I showed that to Jeff and I said, he's parked on the side of the road and these bears they start off like a foot off the asphalt. Like they were close at one point.
They were close. Anyway,
the bears couldn't care. They care less. They were just frolicking. It was really cute / terrifying.
This is my happy zone right now.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
What about a striped sweater?
Okay, so that's what I was going to do. So I think I'm going to pick a few of these and knit something, a stripey something. But I was thinking, I've done one that's about 4 round stripes. Mm-hmm. So do I do big chunks of 5 colors? Like 5, once you're done one color, you don't
like
go
color
back.
blocking.
Yeah. Or do I do like...
Well, it depends what you want.
Yeah,
it would be fun to do. You've got so many that are like that flow into one to the other. You could do almost like an ombre if you were doing color blocking, right? Where these yellows or greenies and blues kind of.
Yeah.
Or you could just do like literally you could just do the striped sweater Bandry Maori, where it's 7 different colors and they're all repeat, but you don't repeat them very much because
that would be fun.
It's a lot. And when I do fingering and mohair held together on a 4.5 millimeter, I get about 20 stitches. You could just do a regular raglan.
I think I would do the 6 millimeter.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Right?
Yeah.
I just love that.
Yeah.
But find a raglan
you could do
like
a Lento.
That. Oh, I would knit a Lento again.
Well, maybe you could do a stripey Lento.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's a great idea, especially since you love knitting it.
These are the colors I think I'm going to do the great gingham.
Are you going to do that?
Well, no, Rebecca's going to do it for me.
Is she?
Yes.
Good.
I'm on her list. Rebecca.
What color is that yellow?
Hello yellow.
Yeah, I love it.
Maybe I would find a blue. What?
Those 3 together.
Right.
That's so pretty.
Yeah. Anyway, we could do this for days. For days!
I think this is unbelievable. There's
Isn't
a
that
lot
beautiful?
going on in there. Yes. Really, really pretty. Oh, there's Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi. Yeah.
Rebecca says yes. Good color
I said,
combo.
Do you feel like not everyone loves all over color work? So I said, do you feel like it?
Right. Like you wouldn't want to put her through, like if it's really not your thing.
Yeah. But she said, yeah, so I'm on the list.
Like if somebody said, I'll pay you to knit me a brioche sweater, I would be like, I feel like I'll pass. Not because I couldn't do it, but because it wouldn't be. I had somebody ask me to knit them a sweater, and I said no.
Hell no.
Okay, will you knit me a sweater?
No.
I should have said, step out of it. Give your head a shake.
This one's called Let That Mango.
Oh, I like that.
That's really pretty.
That is very pretty, and it's so good with sourpuss.
Yes.
Super good. And froze.
It's like a peachy orange.
Yeah, it's warm. Like it goes more yellowy. It's very pretty.
Georgia!
She was working
We're
today.
podcasting.
Now she's home.
Just in time for lunch.
So here's our routine. Usually podcast day, get up, get ready, do this, and then it's lunchtime, but I still have show notes, and then we do a giveaway, and I go to Ravelry and do some stuff. So there's still things going on. So often we'll do skip the dishes for lunch. So she loves podcast day because I'm just like, I'll just order us lunch. Let me know when it gets here.
It's fun to do that. Let me tell you, your kids enjoy the time you have.
Yeah, totally.
That they want to spend time with you because.
Totally. And Georgia needs cheering up because her Oilers are in danger of being out of the playoffs tonight.
How's she feeling?
She's just like,
beside herself.
No, but like she's just very like
emotional.
Yeah, you know, like there's a lot of sports people that are live and die by what their teams do.
That's Georgia.
And she seems to be in that category with her Edmonton Oilers. So they went to the game the other night where they lost.
It was late.
And she came home and she's like, oh, like just devastated. Yeah, they got home at midnight, just before midnight.
It's a long day.
It's a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Oilers tonight.
You guys, please send our Oiler vibes. I mean, if you're an LA fan, you're
my
probably not.
Goodness.
But please send.
And
it would be fun to get onto the second round.
You know what? Let me tell you, it is joyful that our local team is finally back in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's been so bad here for so long.
The city's in a bit of a buzz.
The energy is big deal. If you have Oiler t-shirts or jerseys at work, you'll see on game days at the IGA, there's a lot of jerseys walking around the store doing our little bit to support. It's a very fun thing to have, you know, to make the playoffs, right? And so anyway, it's pretty fun.
We're at the Oilers, several Oilers local grocery store.
We are.
Which I wouldn't recognize them. There's a couple. There's one maybe or two I would. But...
I said to Georgia, I think there was one of the Oilers in today. She goes, "Did he look like this, this, and this?" She said, "She goes, oh, that was Leon." Whatever.
That's so funny.
So yeah, it is a little bit of a thrill to see your, you know,
because you know what else they've done is like down in the brewery district, where? Right. Downtown in the brewery district, because it used to have an old brewery there, but now it's like totally this hip that's all rebuilt and redone. That's where the new downtown stadium is. What's it called? Stadium? Rink? Ice rink? It is a rink,
but it's like concert venue.
Yeah.
It's a big, but they made it lots of big cities have this where the venue is downtown and there's an area that's like bars and restaurants and lots of things supporting that, and that's what they finally did here.
So tonight they'll have this area just right across the walkway where thousands of fans can go and watch on these big screens. They have viewing when the Oilers are away, but more so when they're home. Like just the amount. We went for dinner to Blaze 2 nights ago. So
did you?
So at like 6 o'clock, the amount
that was the game day.
I know the amount of traffic and people, like it just was. The city was alive.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
It is awesome.
Pretty interesting.
It is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is awesome. Canada loves their hockey. Edmonton, you know, when we were younger, it was the heyday of Gretzky and all those guys. And you know,
our dad, is the oldest Oiler season ticket holder.
Yeah. Every year since
the oldest living Oiler season,
the longest standing account. Like when you get account numbers, when you get your season tickets, it can be like 4 to 5 digits long, and ours is like 0009 or something like that. You know, it's crazy. He supported them for a long time, and then a few years ago, he got to drop the puck at center ice as an honor for being such a loyal fan.
It was the most recent season ticket holder. Yeah. And our dad. Yeah. Dropped the puck.
It's cool.
It's an interesting bit of trivia, I think. It's fun.
It is.
And he doesn't like to go anymore.
Fun fact. Yeah, he doesn't even go to the games anymore. But Georgia is thrilled with that. I tease her all the time. Maybe Grandpa would like to go to a game. She goes, okay.
Really?
Can I go with Grandpa and Dad can stay home?
Totally. Georgia, we're talking about you.
Telling all your secrets. I can hear the eye roll. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go. It's been a long time. It's been lots of fun.
Okay, let me just say this. Needles at the Ready. Did you see how long their podcast was the other day?
No, I haven't had a chance to watch. I have a job, Jodi.
It was 2.5 hours.
Oh.
I loved it.
Maybe Oh, great. I do love it too. I don't have any issues with it.
Yeah.
Especially since we're not every week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I love it.
I love it too.
Okay.
No, I don't necessarily love that we're this long, but it is what it is.
I look so forward. I never once have ever thought, oh, we podcast. I love it.
Jodi.
Tracie, honestly.
I haven't for a long time. I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Whether it was, I mean, there might have been a time where I was tired or it's been busy or it was like, oh, we have to fit
I feel
it
like
in.
even if I start where I'm sort of blah, it's not even that I don't want to do it, but if I'm blah at all, by the time it's done, it's total mood changer. I do love it.
Ruth said, I'll root for your Oilers if you root for my Leafs. Done.
Jodi. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Actually, Toronto
fans too. Live and die.
Shane's dad's. Like, that's because they're Sarnia, right?
Yeah.
So it's like...
that's a nice trade. Okay,
he's Detroit.
We'll root for your Leafs.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Quietly, but I will.
Right.
I'll say a little prayer.
And you're right, Jodi. I always look forward to it too.
Yeah, I do too.
Always.
I mean, when you're talking, you get to sit and visit. We've had 700 people we've had a knit morning with.
I know. How nice is that?
Right?
Yes.
I love this so much. Thank
totally
you, Star,
agree.
for being here. And,
yes. Thank you, anybody,
Carson,
for popping by.
You.
Oh, Carson.
Yeah.
Big kisses to you, Carson. Okay, everybody. I hope you have the best 2 weeks. I hope everybody, that spring is looking good and your gardens are going to be beautiful.
Irma, you missed nothing.
No. Just skip it.
Next time.
Good thing it's recorded, right?
Do you have to put in a request for Jared to get the day off?
No. I actually say to her, look, if we're busy,
get somebody else on Thursday morning.
If we're busy, we'll just do the podcast from the garden shop.
Totally.
No, I actually say to her, look, I mean, it's a limited schedule of people. It's a small, and it's a short season. So I always just say to her, look, if you can't spare me, I get it. It's fine.
If you can't spare me, I quit.
If you don't spare me, I'm going to block you on YouTube.
Totally. I'll block you on Instagram.
No, but she's like, oh no, you're definitely not working on this day. So that's great.
It
works out well for everybody. My feet, thank you.
Oh, Tracie, yes.
Oh my God, that's so funny. All right, folks.
Okay.
Have the very best day.
Have a great 2 weeks.
Come back. Check us out on Instagram for our giveaway.
The show notes below, once the video is posted, there'll be links to our shop, Ravelry, where you can get all the giveaways and enter our knit-alongs. Do we have a knit-along?
And all of these things are in different shops. People are like, they went to Mrs. Brown's Bags and they couldn't find yarn.
No.
There's a Frankie Gray Fibres, there is a Mrs. Brown's Bags, and there is a Grocery Girls Knit. So there's 3 different shops.
It's all linked below the video as well in the show notes.
Yeah. And we're going to have that affiliate link if you're interested in that awesome 8-week designer course. Yeah. And that's going to be, the cart closes tomorrow. So
I wonder if she'll leave the car open all weekend.
I don't know. I mean, they have plans, right? Like they want.
I know, but it's not like the course has started, so I wonder if they would extend that.
I don't know.
It was just the timing was. At least there's a 2 days now. But.
And I mean, sure, it's going to go really well and people are really going to enjoy it. I'm sure they'll offer it again, right? And then maybe more people. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I'm super excited to start that. Especially, I can do it in my pajamas from home.
I love that.
My favorite.
Okay. Have the best 2 weeks.
Yes.
Have fun making.
Yes.
And we'll see you back here in 2 weeks.
You bet. I'm going to go knit, try something, cast something
I'm casting a sweater on.
Yay.
Thursdays are the best because you're right before the weekend.
So that wasn't even Georgia. We were yelling at Georgia and it's my husband who's going golfing.
Jeff, you look skinny.
Okay. Nice in that orange.
Love you guys.